And greetings, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I'm Vormithrax. This is Farthest Frontier, which we are going to play. This is a new, to early access at least, survival city builder type game. You think kind of Banished, Anno series, that kind of thing. Get you in the right area, get you in the right department of gameplay. And it's brought to you by the Crate Entertainment folks that brought us that magnificent Diablo-style game, Grim Dawn. So, should be good, should be good. I have played a little bit of the game. I actually streamed it yesterday over on my Twitch channel. I did a first look at it, so I've got a few hours of gameplay behind me now. I feel like I've got a fair understanding of the early game mechanics and how things work and the interface and so on. So instead of sending that over here to YouTube, I figured I'd just start up a brand new map here directly to YouTube streaming, and we'd go that way instead, and I can utilize my newfound knowledge and wisdom to show you how to make these little farmer meeples do what you want to do and stay alive, hopefully. So we shall see. But yeah, this is Farthest Frontier. So it just came out in early access, I think 2 days ago. So it is pretty brand new. Settings wise, I don't think I'll get into a lot of the nuts and bolts. I'm just going to kind of play in this one, and I'll kind of talk as I usually do and explain things. And if you have questions, you can feel free to pop them in the chat. But it's not really a how-to play Farthest Frontier. It's a Vorm is just going to play it, and you guys can watch along and learn what it looks like and how it works and all that good stuff. All right, so we're going to hit New Settlement, and I will describe a little bit about this. So we have three main difficulty options that preset these choices. It's the same choices, starting resources for all three, hunting and wildlife for all three, and so on. But you'll notice it has plus, meaning it's really good on starting resources, versus minus, meaning it's got less starting resources. So you have already preset three difficulty options. You can tailor make those different choices, though, if you want to, by going to the advanced settings. And then from in here, you can see the four different categories within which you can now pick your own options. So if you wanted to mix and match, if you didn't want to do Trailblazer for everything, if you wanted Pioneer here but Vanquisher here, you can do that. So that's good. You can vary it a little more than just the basic settings. You have a map seed option if you find a map you really like and you want to share. Derpmire. Derpmire is a pretty good name. Let's scroll through them and go. Wendigoville, Eldorado, Kingsport, Valbury, Morum, Wolverton, Berwich, Lame Tree. There's a fairly extensive list of names in here. Quite a few from the Cthulhu mythos, Lovecraft mythos that I recognize. Waffle Socket. Oh, we got to do Waffle Socket. That's too good. Waffle Socket. Yeah, I like Waffle Socket. All right, so we're going to do Waffle Socket, and I'm going to pick a specific terrain type. It's the easiest of the terrain types, so we're going to go middle difficulty, lowland lakes, an idyllic setting of dense forests, lush meadows, and lakes teeming with fish, easy environmental difficulty. As you can see, we also have arid highlands, dry desolate highlands, hard difficulty, medium difficulty, alpine valleys is medium, or you can pick random. We're going to go with lowland lakes. I still got a lot to learn about the game. I've only seen the very early stages. So I'm going to make that at least easy mode for me, but we're going to keep the middle options for everything else. So extra resources will be the middle option. Initial villager count is 12, 9 months of food stockpiled at the start, and we have some weapons, bows, arrows, and tools. Yeah, it looks like it does lowers the weapons and such, lowers your villager count, lowers your food count. All right. But yeah, we're going to stick in the middle options. We will live in Waffle Socket. Lowland Lakes, you can go Pacifist Mode, as you can see from the pop-up, disables raiding parties, invading armies, and aggressive animals like wolves and bears. And you can have a few different map sizes. We're going to stick with medium. We're not going to turn on Pacifist Mode. I'm perfectly fine if the game wants to send the nasty at me. We'll have some fun with that. And we're good to go. That's all we need to know. Now, it's going to be a loud intro. Here it comes. I can't modify it, apparently. It's so loud.
Life can be harsh everywhere. But in the old world, there was no hope of it ever improving. When our crops failed, the ruling class would still collect the same share, leaving our children to starve. And if we had any coin to our name, the taxman would appear, demanding it for the crown. The nobles hid behind the safety of their walls and did nothing when raiders pillaged the outskirts of the city. And so, some of us decided that it was time to leave, that we'd rather take our chances in the wilderness, seeking the promise of a new land, than starve to death in our homeland. The journey wasn't easy. We lost many along the way. But this wild, unsettled land offers us the hope of a new start as the masters of our own destiny.
Okay, there we go. I have that problem quite often with games where the cutscenes totally ignore any audio settings you've set up. We endured it. It's not too long, so I knew it was coming. All right, so it's loading in a new map. It's procedurally generated map just based on the seed number that you had there and whatever map type you selected. We'll hope we get a good one. If not, I might reset the map. We'll see. It does take a while for the maps to generate. Hopefully they clean that up a little bit. Welcome everybody in chat, by the way. Howdy, howdy, Ram, Exilius, Jared. Madness mechanics? I don't know if they have madness mechanics. There's various maladies and diseases that can occur. I have had rabies, but it didn't seem to do anything other than eventually kill the guy. He didn't go crazy and start attacking people or anything. So I don't know if that's modeled in yet. Okay, so here we go. We've got a map generated. We now are in a choose your town center mode. So in this mode, you can see a fairly large area around a central point, and there's no time limit. There's no clock running. No time is passing. You can scroll around the area they've revealed, pick the spot that you'd like to drop your town center. Once you do that, then the actual game begins. So right now, we're just in kind of a scouting mode of the local terrain. My people have been out in the area a little bit, and they're wanting me to pick a location to drop the actual town center. So that's what's happening here. And we've got a few filters we can use to help us make our decision. I'm going to just scroll around the map first to see what we got. We got a big body of water. That is a sizable body of water. Okay. I guess we'll just follow it around this way. We got a bit of a flat area here with some greens and some eggs. A little bit heavier forest. We got a wolf den right here. I saw some iron up there. We got another smaller body of water. We got deer in this location. Lots of stuff ranging around the water, including a fishing spot. You don't have to have a fishing spot to fish in a body of water. It gives you a bonus if you fish within that area, though. All right, rolling up this side. We've got, what is that, hawthorn, more greens, yet another body of water. Man, this map is just chock full of water. This is by far the most water I've seen. We kind of got a land bridge going through these two bodies of water, but there's an awful lot of the land taken up with water I can't do anything with. I'm not sure. Now, this isn't the only map area. You can actually go outside this area once you put your building down, so we're not restricted to just this, but we do have to choose a city center location within this. I don't think I'm going to take this map. It's a little restrictive and odd. It's where all the water comes from. Let's see. Let's get down and kind of look at the angles here a little bit. So you can tilt and pivot. You can do zoom in, zoom out, pivot, all that good stuff. Actually, you can't tilt. I can't move the angle of the view. Okay, let's look at some of the filters I was talking about. So if we press the F key, it shows us a fertility filter. Green being good, of course, for crop growth and so on. So the little valley areas are where the rainfall accumulates coming down the hills, and it's a little more fertile there. More arid and dry, another little fertile spot. Yeah, this is kind of a weird, little weird map area. All right, next one we'll look at is the water table. So pretty consistent. I mean, we're surrounded by water on all sides. There wouldn't be much of a problem with water. G is desirability. That's not going to do anything. It's mostly this one, not water. Mostly fertility that I'm curious about. I don't know. We're a little constricted with water on 3 sides if I try to build in the only real landmass area. I think I'm going to go ahead and say re-roll map. Let's get a different map. While we wait for that, looks like Aftermath, surviving the Aftermath. It is nothing like surviving the Aftermath. Nothing close. It has a small resemblance to it in the way the world sets up and some of the filters and all that, but that's the only comparison I will allow. I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, it's nice they have that in the options menu where you can just, nope, don't like it. Let's get to a different map. The game goes into much more depth than other games of this type that I've played in regards to food spoilage and the importance of various ways of keeping food longer, be it root cellars, be it barrels, sealed barrels, all sorts of stuff are involved in food preservation. Try to keep the food going for longer. It just spoils very quickly in the early game. Farming is also very interesting and a little more complex with a pretty cool interface. You'll get to see here in a little bit once we get to that point. Okay, let's try again. Confirm. All right, let's do an initial survey. So do we have a lake instead of an ocean? we got a fishing spot there. It's taking up the entire western side of my view area. And we got the same situation. What's going on here? These are the biggest, most numerous bodies of water I've seen yet. I've only seen a handful of maps. This one's got a little more room, but we're still kind of bounded. Our whole western shore is bounded by that. We've got most of the southern area, yeah. Everything south is bounded by water as well. We've got a fair amount of middle ground right here that we could grow in. All right, let's take a look. So if we go fertility, we got a fairly large area we could set up for farming, but that then doesn't leave us a lot of room for other stuff. We don't actually need that whole area, of course, but... Fishing way there, fishing there. See, I like the fishing on the southern border here. I could... Got fish there as well. Yeah, this looks okay. Let's just jump into this one. We got fishing bonuses in pretty much every section of water. Even that little pond has fish for bonuses. And if we kind of set up in this area, I can run north and set up a nice farming area in this really fertile ground. Maybe we can do housing over here with a little bit of fishing. We'll see. We got a little bit of a hillock going on that side. All right. Where are we going to find stone, though? We got a little bit of stone out and about, and we've got this larger hill up here, but there's not a ton of stone up there either. I don't know how much stone you really need. As time advances, you move away from logs and such. And maybe there's mining or something. I don't really know. I haven't gotten that far yet. All right, let's figure out we're going to settle in here. Turn off the fertility. Look how wavy the ground is, though. We've got a little bit of an incline. A little bit of a hillock going on here. All right, I think I'm just going to drop right here. We're going to be pretty close, I think, to my farming area, but we can make it work. Let's use tab. We can change the direction of the building facing. Doesn't really matter for this building, I don't believe. We'll just go right there. All right, here we go. Let's jump in. All right, so first thing you always learn in all games of this type, how to pause the game. Spacebar. So the interface is pretty straightforward. Obviously, we have our meeples, and we can watch them do their thing. We can rotate and zoom and pan and all that good stuff, like most of these games. Across the top, we have the traditional information, how many villagers are sick or ill. Our total count of villagers, we have 12, divided up between 6 adults and 6 adolescents, all of which can work currently. Adolescents are allowed to work Infants and children do not, but we don't have any of those yet. They're all happiness. They're all happy for the moment. We have 9 months of food stores divided up between what you see there, 150 smoked meat, 100 vegetables of some kind, and between those two, we've got 9 months. And the 0 here indicates, as you can see in the middle section there in orange, months of food lost to spoilage over the next 12 months. So that lets you know how much spoilage is going to occur of whatever food types you've gathered up. Then we have our calendar indicator. So we are right here, early spring, year 1, cold temp, light breeze, and it's just going to start rolling across the screen as time passes and we go through the various periods of the year. It's very important to keep an eye on this because the vegetables and such you can gather are going to be seasonally dependent. And if you have gatherer huts with gatherer folk out trying to grab stuff, you want to relocate the area that they're gathering in as the seasons change. Because if I set them to gather here to get these greens and such, when we get to the colder temps later, these won't be available anymore, and I might need to relocate it to some other resource. Then we have our resource list for basic building resources: logs, firewood, planks, stone, clay, brick, and this is our gold. Our monthly gold. Gold is an actual item in the game, and you have to protect it. So it actually is in certain buildings, has to be moved from location to location, and can be stolen by raiders and things like that, which is interesting. I haven't actually gotten to that part either, other than moving a little bit of gold around, but I haven't had raiders yet. In the one game that I've played, we have some hotkey information. And down at the bottom, we have some ways of getting to various things. So center the camera on the village professions, resources. We'll get into these here in a little bit. Now, one thing I want to mention is the interface. I'm playing at 1440p, streaming 1440p, 60 out to you guys. And these interface elements are pretty small compared to most games that I've played. This is the default level. And if we go into interface, we have a slider scale. So we're at 1.0 right now. This is, I mean, it's small. It's just smaller than other default interface sizes that I've seen. Now, here's a problem that I have currently with the implementation of this interface slider scale. You're not going to notice it so much now, but later when we get into certain buildings, it's going to be a problem. And I hope they address it as early as possible in the early access period. But if I drag this out, everything gets bigger, which is great. I try to stream at larger settings for the interface and UI, just like in Cataclysm, where I have my interface fonts and so on set fairly high so that people that are watching me on mobile devices, phones, tablets, etc., can actually read the text. And I mean, I tend to play text-heavy, more cerebral games generally. So I like to have a larger interface size. And this does raise the size. It's a little more manageable and a little closer to what I think would be a default setting. What we're going to run into, though, is later when I click on a building and something like this storage cart info pops up. See how the storage cart is perfectly aligned here, and we can see the information in the cart? Well, the window, because I've expanded to 1.5 interface size, could be going off the bottom of the screen. There may be more entries than just this raw material, and I can't see it. Certain buildings later are vastly bigger than this one, and the top of the window is way up off the top of the screen. I can't grab it like I can this one because the grab bar is pushed way up off the top of the screen like this. And there's no way for me to actually see the information that I need to see because it's not accommodating the windows within the game screen to the increased UI scale. So it's an issue. It should be doing this in every case where it uses this top left or top right corner to always maintain the top of the window being opened so you can always grab a grab bar. And they need scroll bars within the windows so that you can actually scroll up and down. That would accommodate the increased UI settings, but they're not doing that, and it's an issue later. All right, so with that warning done, we're going to play at this new interface size, which I'm happy they have the option, but they need to work a little bit on the development of it. We have 4 different game speeds. We have 4 different game speeds. The number key is 1, 2, 3, 4. You can go half speed, normal speed, double speed, triple speed. So we have 4 different speed settings that we can have time go by. Lots of things down here we can do. These are mostly building menus on this side. So the building menu, the harvesting menu, clearing things off the screen or off the terrain, Building walls, flattening terrain. So if we have little dips and bubbles in terrain, sometimes we won't let you place things, and you can just draw a square around the area that you want to adjust, and you send in the peasants to flatten the terrain. It takes a certain amount of work by the peasants to do that, and then you can build on a flat surface. We can build roads, and we can set exploration points for... I haven't tried that yet. I've just been manually moving people around when I wanted to explore. I'll have to try that. And there's some hotkeys and such as well. And that's pretty much the interface. We're going to get little notifications up here in the upper left. So now that we've started, it's immediately telling me housing shortage. We have 12 people and we have no houses. Right in the middle there, it shows villager count 12, housing count 0. So we're going to work on that. And then firewood is low. So it's going to get colder later in the year and time's going to pass fast. And we got a lot of stuff to do. But one of the absolute priorities, we must have a supply of firewood stockpiled, and firewood from the stockpile actually in all the houses that our people are in, so that they can stay warm during the autumn and winter months. So that is an absolute necessity. The main things we have to do is get houses up, get a stock of firewood, and have some kind of food coming in that will get us through this first winter. And the food that we're going to be going for is these greens that we can harvest from the area, nuts we can harvest, protein via eggs. Harvesting is going to be big. Fishing is going to be big, and if we have deer, I didn't look. Did we have any deer on the map? I don't think we had any deer on our map. We can't see now as much as we saw earlier. We can just see immediately around where we decided to plant. I don't remember there being any deer or boar or anything. So we'll have to go searching that out so that we can find some animals that we can hunt. That would be a clay deposit that we can use later. But those are the absolute essentials. So we're going to get up some fishing huts. We're going to get some gatherers going. We're going to get a hunter up as soon as we can find some prey animals. And then we're going to rely on those to give us the food we need to get through this first winter. We won't be able to get farming up probably until maybe... It's not even going to get started with preparing the fields until probably early next year. And it won't be for like 2 more years before we're actually going to get planted crops actually harvesting. So it's going to be a little while before we can rely on farms. Are the villagers named? They are named. We can change the names. I'm debating on my name changing policies during live streams because I've found out, I was told, that if I rename a villager, the name that's put in that I type in gets saved in the villager naming list. So we might already have villagers named Radar and a few other people that named things in the stream yesterday. But if you click on them, they have names, and I can click and I can change the name to whatever I want. Now, one difference between this kind of game and management games like RimWorld, for example, and games of that type, is that these villagers are all just ciphers. They have no skills. They have nothing differentiating one person from another. You don't have to worry about any specific things about them. They have no varying likes and dislikes. None of that is actually modeled. This is a different kind of game, different kind of focus. It's more focused on the city building and building interplay and survival mechanics. It's not really a person simulator where we get into the nitty-gritty details about all the vagaries of human psychology and what they fear and love and all that kind of stuff. So they're all completely intermixable. Doesn't matter what they do. Doesn't matter how long they do it. They're not going to get better at a particular job. They have no skills to improve. None of that kind of stuff. Whether they're going to add that kind of stuff later, I have no idea. I haven't done any research on their roadmap or anything like that. But as it stands currently, there doesn't matter in the slightest. They have a picture. They have a name. That's it. Otherwise, they are all exactly the same. And the only thing that varies them is what clothing and things they wear and what occupation that they get. It'll randomly assign them to whatever buildings you create, and it doesn't matter who they assign to the building, or if you want to fire somebody and put somebody else in, there's no benefit to it. That's about it, other than age. I haven't had anybody die of old age, but I assume it happens. But people are going to come, people are going to go, and there's nothing really different about any of them, other than their age. Like they go from infant to child to adolescent to adult, and they can only work after they get past the adolescent stage. Or into the adolescent stage. But beyond that, it doesn't really matter. So, sure, I can name people, but it's going to be hard-pressed to find the person again later if I don't happen to know what job they have and what building they're in. I don't even have a list of all the people. All I can do is click on this, and I can see a list of what jobs I have people in. But what people are in there doesn't really matter, and there's not really a list of people. See, here's another one. The bar is off to the right-hand side, and I can't Come on, finicky window. Drag over. You're trying. You're moving. I'm clicking in. Oh, there we go. We finally got a hold of it. These windows are going to drive me crazy. I can't even get the drag action to work consistently. All right, whatever. But I'll explain this window in a bit. But basically, right now, everybody's a laborer for the most part. I have 2 builders assigned, and we have 10 laborers out of our 12 people. As we get actual buildings up, the buildings have a certain number of people that can work in them, and people will get auto-assigned into those buildings to be their job. And I can turn the jobs off and on via this screen. If I don't need somebody chopping wood for firewood after we have a nice stockpile, I can turn off the firewood splitter building, and then that person will go back into the labor pool until something else needs filling. So you can manipulate in large-scale terms how many laborers, how many builders you have, and then the leftover. Everybody else is going to be in a specialized job. So that's what this screen is for in particular. But there's no screen I can go to that just lists all the villagers and says, here's Bob, here's Mary, here's Susie, here's John, and so on. All right, so that's stuff. Talk about all that stuff. There's various other things you can press, like F3 will bring up this. It's cycles between show me nothing, show me just some status indicators. So unhappy, homeless. So they're all unhappy because they don't have houses. And then I can also press it one more time, and it shows me what they're actually doing. Wandering, unable to work. That just means that they don't have anything to do until I designate to chop trees down and things like that. Then they'll start scurrying around doing things. That guy is building our city center, so he's working on that, and it currently needs 18 more logs. We've got some in the caravan here, but we're going to need to chop some trees down to fill that. All right, so that's what it's showing me over here. Housing shortage and firewood is low. We'll just leave those up there. And what we're going to do first is we're going to designate some chopping. So we're going to say harvest resources. We can pick the things we want to harvest within whatever area we bound with our mouse. I'm going to say clear everything within this area, which is just these different groups of trees. The rest of it is just scrub grass and so on. Go ahead and give me that as well. Give me those. Give me that. That should be good enough, I think, and we'll get some stone in a bit. We don't need stone initially. So as soon as I unpause it, now that I've got things queued up, all of these wandering, unable to work folk are just going to immediately scatter and start chopping stuff down. And we can see here the progress of the building. You need resources first. Once the resources are in place, it'll show a little worker symbol with a number. That's how much work effort needs to be put in. And once that has been completed, then the building will be available. Once we get the trees down, I'm going to draw out a few road paths, and then we'll start working on some other things. Either Fertile Creek. Yeah, the things may change when I go up through the eras. This is what I know about the early eras. Maybe later, once we do have education systems and schools and all sorts of fancy stuff, and we're actually dealing with a city as opposed to a tiny medieval village, survival village, maybe more comes into play. I don't know yet. I'm hopeful. Maybe it does. I mean, it gets more complex that way. But I think with the complexity is going to be more in the city builder stuff than it is in the citizen part of it. I think the scope and the scale is more on the city stuff than it is the citizens. So we'll see though. All right, so we got some trees going down. They're bringing and dropping stuff into our little storage cart. This is movable. This is a storage, literally a storage cart. We've got 382 out of 750 capacity currently. We have other buildings we're going to put up shortly that we can use as storage as well, but that will then free up this cart to be used as a mobile resource depot point. So if I, for example, send somebody up to chop some trees and mine some stone over here, I might send the cart up there. That way the workers will just dump the item straight into the cart instead of walking all the way back to town and then walking all the way back out again with the materials they've gathered. They'll just dump them in the cart, and then I can bring the cart back whenever I want, like when the workers have finished. So keep that available, or keep a mind on that as an option, which I'm going to try to take advantage of here in a bit. All right, so we got some initial stuff done. Let's see if we can get some roadway put in. I'm going to bound up my city center. Actually, cancel that. Clear. Again, it's putting things off the side. Is there a way? I'm not sure if there's a way of just saying clear that. Clear. Oh, cool. It did. All right. Let's do this again. I want to leave a little bit of room between my city center. I want to leave a few spaces at least. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 spaces out. We'll do a road here instead. And I'll go... we'll just go 1 out from there. And then 1, 2, 3 to here. Whoops. You don't like this space? Area unexplored. That leaves 2. It's not quite enough. Here, turn this on. It makes it a little easier for me to see. Takes away the underbrush. Alright, where are we? We're 1, 2, 3. And we'll just go to... I think I've got some terrain issues up here. They're not real good about pointing out something. See, it won't let me put a space here. Invalid placement. So let's do a flattened terrain right here. We'll see what they do with that. And then I'll try to draw the road that I'm actually intending to draw. So you can see the information here shows the work time that's necessary in order to perform that action. So we'll get a couple of people in there and make it go quick. I'm going to try to build things with a little more space between them this time compared to the previous time. So now are you going to let me build the road? They're still not going to let me build the road. Impassable. I do see that it goes down a bit here, but it seems weird. Oh, you're going to let me go out, so I can't put it there, but I can put it there? Interesting. Okay, that's fine. We'll just go out this way. And again, I have the problem right here. That's fine. I don't mind if there's a slight bend in the road. It looks a little weird, but we're going to go with it. Alright, so now that we've got this stuff done, we can click on our city center. And we have more information. Waffle Socket. That's a funny name. So our current tier is tier 1. Tier 2 is locked. These are our requirements to get to tier 2. We need 8 shelters built. We need a market built, and we need a population of 30. We're currently at 12. It's going to cost 40 wooden planks and 25 stone in addition to these requirements. Once we have all that, we hit upgrade, and bam, we're tier 2. The city center tier is important, really important. It's one of the main gateways to opening up other buildings and things that we're going to want to do. That's about all we need to know for there, though. All right, so it looks like we've got most of our clearing done. We've got most of our roads in. We've got a few more trees. We've got 21 logs. We're going to need a lot more logs. We're going to expand out our tree chopping. That's going to be pretty much a regular thing. Take out that stand. And I need to start making some decisions on where we're going to put things. So my goal is to get a farm out in this area. I'm going to need to take out some stones and some trees. So we need to get working on prepping that. But I need to get gathering down as soon as possible. And I also want to get some roads just running south, north, east, and west to give us a little faster access to main parts of the map. So with that in mind, let's just pick a point here and try to run as straight a road as we can get out that way. Cancel that one. Next, we'll go... I think it's right through there. Do the same thing out this way towards the water. All right, that'll get that going. Oops. Let's see, where do we want to put stuff? I think I'm going to put a gatherer out here. That's right in my main fertility. We could change that later. Let's put one like over here, and I can gather kind of this northern arc. So what we're going to do is pause it, go to the build menu, and we have a branching menu system for the builds. So we have housing. This is where we're going to put up our shelters. We'll get that in a second. Food production is what I want currently, though. I want forager shacks. I'm going to do a couple of forager shacks. So I've got a roadway coming out this way. I'm just going to put this, and we'll put it, right there's fine. Get that going, and then we've got, I'm going to intend that one to kind of harvest this quadrant up there. I don't have a lot down here to worry about. I think I'll do one more over here that'll handle like this arc out this way. So I think I'll put it over here. Forager shack right there. All right, so we got a couple forager shacks. As soon as the citizens get those up, we'll be in better shape. And then we're going to want fishing shack. Doesn't have to be near the fish and the water line. So I'm just going to put it right here at the end of the roadway that we are designating. As soon as it gives me a spot, it'll let me. That's fine. So we'll put the fisher shack there. When it's done, we then designate a fishing area, and I'll pick the fishing area right around this shoal of fish. We'll get a big bonus for that. I'd like to do one more. I'm going to do one more over here. I got no water in the other directions, right? Yeah, so we'll do one more over in this area. Fishing and the other road's way up there. I think this water comes around. That looks like water line right there too. Maybe what I'll do is, yeah, let's just put one over here. Yeah, let's just put one over here, and then I can designate either here or over here. So we'll go like that. I don't have a road connector, but that's fine. All right, that's enough for the moment. We're going to need more logs. As you can see, all of these things I've set up are going to require logs. So we need 10. So you can see here, they're bringing resources out. They're delivering the logs for the initial placement or the initial build. Then he's going back to work on the road. Mining stone. Getting rid of stone out of my roadway. Cool. Alright, so now that we've got our initial food, once they finish the buildings and get the people assigned, we've got our initial food income somewhat taken care of. We need to turn our attention to getting houses and then getting a wood splitter crafted. So in the building menu, things are gated, so we have multiple tiers you can see here. Even for things where we are in the right tier, like storage, we weren't able to build this until we got our town center finished. Then this unlocked the stockyard. So there's gating within it. So storehouse is gated, root cellar is gated, and you can see what they're gated by down at the bottom. So once I get this stockyard built, it unlocks these other two. We also need to get a well up. I need to talk about the well. So resources, the well. It's going to switch to the water filter or mode. You can see better water down by the water. And also tree cover is somewhat important. Trees provide shade and help with limiting evaporation. So it's good to put wells where there's a high water content, but also a pretty good tree cover. So if I don't remove the trees over here and I put a well down here by the main water table, what can we get it to? 65? I thought I saw 70 right on the water. That's a little too low. I've got a road there. I think I might put it right 61. I think I might put it right there, 61. Yeah, let's put a well right there. And it's good to have a few. We've got a water source out this way too. What are we at? 67, 69. My road stops right about there currently. I'd kind of like to have one out this way, but the numbers aren't the best. And I'm going to want to get rid of some of these trees. Yeah, I think 60%. We'll put one right there. All right, so we got some wells. We're going to need some more stone for those. So let's start designating. Let's get that one first. Oops. Harvest resource. Harvest resource. Alright, I know. Stop reminding me. I'm aware. I'm doing too much talking and too many other things. Got to get the important stuff done. Have we finished any of the buildings? 3 more. Almost done. Looking for shore. All right, so no fish in range. So now that we've got the building complete, we can select it and we can pick this, retarget building work radius. We're going to do that. And my little fish symbol has disappeared. Hey, fish symbol, why have you disappeared? Fishing productivity, 230%. Anywhere in here is fine, really. You can see the little fish symbol in the box down below where it goes from 1 chevron to 2. That's because I know that shoal, that fishing group is right in this area. Let's go there. 240%. Fishing area 12 plus 40. All right, so he's now going to go fishing. Still waiting on everything else to get built. We're good on logs. I just need a few stone to make sure the wells get finished, and otherwise we're doing pretty good on all that. I need to start designating residential. So there is a thing called desirability, and residential is the area where they're the most picky. They want desirable buildings to be near them. They want trading posts and groceries and things like that. They do not want tanneries and charcoal makers and so on. So you want to be careful where you put certain things. I want to have a residential district where I can try to maximize my desirability bonuses, because a lot of progression is gated by desirability factors, while putting my industry somewhere else. Now, I got some issues I got to worry about, because I want this area up here to be fertile farmland. So this quadrant wouldn't be terrible. I could designate kind of this area here as I think that's going to be plenty of farmland up there. So yeah, I think I might make this my residential area. So I think I'll focus on putting some houses kind of in this area. And I might do industry up this direction and keep it away from the farms, but do industry up in this corner, and then we'll make some further decisions later. But I think I'm going to start putting some housing in here. So let's get that one targeted and prioritized. Clean that little corner up there. I think we've just about got all the road work done. That'll free some more people up for getting the other stuff going. Still waiting for 2 more logs to be delivered. That one hasn't even started yet. Build site stockpiling. Yeah, I got too many projects going on simultaneously. I need to let some stuff finish up. I'm getting a little worried about the time frame and me not having any woodcutters up yet, though. Come on, guys. Especially this northern route. All I had you do... Oh, that's the problem right there. Yeah, stop doing that one. I don't care if the road's broke. That's going to take too long to get that finished. Okay, we have our gatherers up. Finally! That took too long. I think I did too many things. Alright, so this is similar to the fisher, where now we pick and we drop a circle around an area we want to be harvesting. So we've got herbs along the shoreline. We've got protein in the form of eggs from the bird's nest there. We've got lots of greens up here we can harvest, basic vegetables. So I think I'm going to go here. We're going to try to grab these eggs plus that area up there. And we can see here what's within the diameter of my circle, what types of things. So, and the chevrons. So that looks great right there. We got 4 chevrons, or 3 chevrons on 4 different items. All right, so she's going to start harvesting within that area. We got this fisher going. We're waiting on that fisher still. And we're almost done over here as well. Alright, I can't afford to start dropping build sites for the other things until we get these last things done. So now all we need is a little bit of labor. So I think Mickle is heading on out to take care of that. They're still chopping trees to try to clear that roadway. I think most of these guys are done. So another thing they do is once a building is built, they actually bring in materials for the local worker. So they're going to bring in some water, some stored foods and vegetables and so on to that building. That's what the shelter stocking is. If I click on, you can see they're carrying some food over to this one. All right, so Fulcrum. Yeah, Fulcrum has moved in as our gatherer. And we're going to set a new gathering point. So if we go up here, and we can see what the other gathering circle is, which is great. So up here, we're getting what? Berries? No, we're getting hawthorn, which is, yeah, a type of berry. And some more greens. Or we can come down to the shoreline here and add in, what is that wheat looking? Is that reeds? Willow bushes. Yeah, let's do willow bushes instead. We get 3 chevrons. There's only 2 for the willow. That's fine. All right, we'll go there. Great, so our 2 gatherers are up. I'm just waiting on, oh, nope, not waiting anymore. All right, fishermen. What do we got? 250 bonus, 240 bonus, 12. That looks good. Oh, I saw 13 for a second there. Oh, right there. So, both of our food gatherings in. Now I am really getting worried about getting the rest of this done. I got to get shelters up, and I need firewood right now. So I hope everybody's done working on the rest of this stuff, because I need workers. Stockpiling, seeking, chopping. All right, good. Let's get building. I've waited too long. All right, housing first. I need to get housing. I need 3 houses to get the 12 people satisfied, and then we'll need more after that. But we're going to start with just the basic 3. So let's go. How do I want to do this? I go here, leave a space. Then I do have a space here. Yeah. You for sure. That's going to take up an extra space in the corner there. All right, let's keep it simple. We'll do that. All right, we'll do 4 for now. That's, if you notice, 40 of the logs. The logs are all sitting in the wagon, so it should be a short trip for them to get all these done. And then in addition to that, I need to get, for the moment, not food production, resources. I need to get a couple of wood splitters. And we're going to put them up in this area. Let's actually just put them out along this roadway. So it's showing desirability. If I put it over near the housing, it's not too bad, actually. It's kind of, it's not great, but it's not horrible. But we'll just put the wood splitters over here for now. Right next to the gathering lodge. All right. Then we're going to let all this kind of finish up. So we got 7 months of food, 9 months of food, but 5 of it is going to spoil because of the type of food it is. It's mostly fish and vegetables and so on with no way to preserve it. So a large amount of my food, if I don't use it, is going to rot. Yes, I know it needs additional housing. Don't worry. So we're getting this indicator. Building has no firewood. That's because we haven't started making firewood yet. They'll have to deliver firewood to the buildings once we get the production going. Oh, crap. All right, who got attacked? Where are you? All by yourself up there, are you? That's not good. We might already be losing a person. I got no... everybody's off in the edges of my map. Come here, you guys. Run to this road. You also run to this point. I need everybody to come over here and try to help kill this wolf. One more hit and Barada's dead. Go this way, Barada. All you guys. Go after Mr. Wolf. Mr. Wolf. Three villagers attacked. One villager stricken with rabies, so we're guaranteed to lose somebody. Hopefully Barada was the one that got the rabies. Nope, it wasn't Barada. Just about dead, 6% health. Alright. Oh man, please tell me the person that died was the person with rabies, because otherwise we're going to lose 2 people to this stupid wolf. So, Barada's still alive. Rosaro's still alive. And he's got rabies. So we're going to lose 2 people to the one wolf. Well, that wasn't fun. One wolf. 2 villagers dead. One of them just going to die a little bit later than the other. More people await to join. Amass a 4-month supply of food and 6 houses. Alright. I'm going to need more wood chopped in order to get that done. Yeah, I'm not getting any messages here. Come on, deceased villager. You're not going to let me click on you? Apparently not. There's nobody listed with ailments, so it was the rabies person that died. So yay, just one. Alright, so we got this first one finished up. It's been stocked or been occupied by Samar. Samar is going to start doing the wood chopping now. He needs logs to do wood chopping, and I also need logs in order to do construction. So we got a lot of wood chopping that I need to queue up still. I got a little bit already queued. Let's keep clearing our future residential area. I think I'm gonna unqueue some of the rocks. We got 16. I will need more later, but I think we've got enough for the moment. Keep holding shift when I'm trying to indicate what trees to chop. Alright, firewood is low. So we've got 10 months of food stores. We're going to easily make it through, even if, well, I mean, we're not going to lose 7 in the next month or 2, but we're going to lose a fair amount because we harvested it back here. But we should have plenty enough to get through the winter, and we've still got a little bit more time that we'll be able to gather. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to check though. So most of the stuff that was gatherable in that area is now gone. So I should have relocated this earlier. Let's get it back up here. And that one, we're still good. I might move it over here. That looks like a good spot. So I don't think we'll have any food problems getting through the winter. We just need to get the firewood thing sorted. Post haste. I need somebody to get over here and finish this construction right damn now. Prioritize. More workers assigned, please. All right, so new villagers born. Hey there, new villager, Rosara, age 1. So she won't be a useful, functioning member of society for a while. And then we got 3 new villagers have emigrated. We're up to 16, or 15 out of 16, with 16 buildings total possible. So again, it doesn't really matter. They don't have particular skills or anything. But we got Eslana, we got Jastar, and we got Darlet. And food stocks. Ah, look at my food stock. Apparently we did lose it all in one bundle. That's scarier. We're now heading into winter and my food supply just went ka-chunk. Everything's spoiled. All right, fisherman. I need at least one more good harvest before we go to sleep. This building storage is full. Well, that's the problem. He produced 114 fish. He's got 27 fish sitting in storage. I got all of my haulers working on builder duty. We're gonna have some dead people if we don't get some firewood going. we're gonna have the entire village just die of cold. Samar by himself isn't gonna get this done. Let's take a look here. So I need more builders, please. I really do. That's the only other job that's out there. They don't start paying attention to me here. Yeah, now they're seeking shelter because it's cold and nobody's going to be working. All right, we might be killing the entire village here this winter. Didn't quite get the firewood going in time. Yep. Dunk, dunk. All right, here's how not to build in Farthest Frontier. So I think the whole village is going to die. Because now the heavy snow is coming in, and splitting firewood, stockpiling logs. Food lost to spoilage. Good times. I did better in my first look game. Of course, I didn't try to build as much. I tried too much this time. I should have narrowed down the focus a bit, not quite tried to do so much expansion. Should have followed the KISS principle. Keep it simple, stupid. So we're down to 9. Oh, we got a wolf in the area, too. We got a wolf prowling around looking for some food. That's even better. We're going to lose the next person that goes out to chop wood so that we don't die of exposure is going to die to a wolf who's camping my my wood splitting. Samar's about to bite it. Get that wolf. Run, Samar. I don't have a hunter to chop up the wolf corpses either. Now we've got corpses all over the place, making everybody sad. I don't have a graveyard. Alright, coming to the end of winter. We're still up. Barely. Okay, so we're going to need some things. Are we even done building everything I said to build? Stockpiling. I think we're mostly done with that stuff. We finally got the second wood splitter up. Look at that. You're a little late. You're a season late. I need to get a graveyard put in somewhere too. Where do we want the graveyard? I should send one person out exploring, but we're so short on people now. What have I got this looking like? Less builders, please. More laborers. We'll do 3. Yeah, most of this food's going to go bye-bye. Food stocks are low. Alright, let's check our gatherers real quick. We got some greens. That's not bad. Let's go back down there. And let's go get some of those greens too. That looks like a good mix. Alright, let's see if we can recover from that horrendous first winter. I really do need to get a cemetery built. I wanted to explore a little further out to drop a cemetery a bit more away from the city. Maybe we'll put it like over here. Hey, you Greens Forager, come do some exploration for me. Alright, so that's just not a waypoint system, so you can do it quickly and then ignore it. That works. Why did you stop waiting there? Go to the waypoint thingy. Wait a minute. Are these going to stay forever? What? That's funny. Can I clear them somehow? Really? I gotta manually... Oh, never mind. It's not a particular person. It's, hey guys, somebody go out and go explore. Oh, I understood it differently. Alright, I thought it was whoever I had selected was going to go explore, but no. That was just manual movement. Come here, you. Keep exploring this little hillside up here while you're up here. I need to find some animals, too, so I can get a hunter shack down. Here, we'll slow time down a little bit. Iron ore. I guess that's good. Alright, come back and do whatever. Yeah, let's put the graveyard. Maybe I'll just put it up here. We're running a road up that way anyway. So, amenities and services. Graveyard. So the road is there. Alright, food, still a problem. We got our firewood under control. I'll probably turn one of the firewood splitters off now, so let's go... Oops. I get a bit of a delay, and then I end up pressing other keys thinking there's a problem. So we're going to say one less of those. Let's do more fish. Less builder. I barely have any laborers to move things around after the great die-off of year one. Wonder how that affects our influx of new people. Do they read like a little newspaper report saying, half the population died last winter. Beware, don't move here. Let's put an exploration marker out here, see what happens. With my very, very, very few people that I've got to manage currently. We got corpses in the houses. Hurry up, finish that graveyard so they can get the corpses out of here. Ouch, early summer. We're not getting much done this year after the hammering we took. All right, graveyard is up. Who's my few laborers are? Oh, they're finishing the road. My few laborers are going to be charged with hauling corpses. Then we're going to turn our attention elsewhere. Burying deceased, burying deceased, burying deceased. Burying deceased. Fine, rub it in my face. Don't bother to use the road when you can walk overland the entire way. At least those guys use the road. Part of the road. What the hell? Why did you change directions when that corpse got put in? Now you suddenly changed your mind and went and got a different one? That's weird. And again, as soon as somebody dropped the corpse in, he is now going to go get that one. What is up with that? Why are 4 people walking over there if only one of them's carrying a body, and then the other 3 retask? See, now we got another situation right here. This guy's about to grab a corpse. Is he actually going to deliver that corpse? Because I don't know if he's gonna. I've seen some pretty weird things still. Yep, he's still gonna go. Oh, nope. He dropped the corpse. And now he's tasked with going and getting it. What the hell? That is some nonsense. He went back to chop trees and said, nah, I'm not interested in burying a corpse. I'll just leave it here on the road, let somebody else do it. What a waste of valuable villager time with all that back and forthing and resetting. Oh, come on. I gotta get a hunter up. Damn it. I don't see a wolf den over here, unless it's off screen a little bit. Yeah, keep retreating, Fulcrum. Well, everybody, who wants to get eaten by a wolf this time? Let's grab you all. Fulcrum's going to run up that way. Come to that point there. You also. Uh-oh. Wolf's faster than him. Ow. There's another dead one. First bite. Oh my god. Game's got it out for me this time. Might as well just fight. You're going to die anyway. Yep. Down he goes. Fulcrum is idle. Yeah, that's because he's going to bleed to death, and I have no healing anything up to try to deal with him. I can't even select him. 4% health. Right there. Rabies anyway, so yeah, goodbye. Even if you get back up. Alright, so once again we're going to lose somebody to a random animal attack. Being pretty vicious. The hunter wouldn't even really help in those cases because the hunter would be off doing whatever. He'd be nowhere near the person about to get attacked. So, and we've been attacked from 2 different directions now. New villagers emigrated. What are you thinking, buddy? Or gal? Yeah, Fiora. You might not have picked wisely in this case. Alright, what are we doing? We got the graveyard in. Wonderful. Yeah, I turned off the worker there. We got firewood stockpiled. All the houses have firewood. Fulcrum is supposed to be in that house, but he's not. Fulcrum's laying on the ground over here, so I'm not sure why they show him here, except for that's where he's got his bed. I guess that's true, because these guys are out chopping trees, so this just indicates the house that he's supposed to be in. Alright, let's see, what are we working on? We got some logs, we got some stone, time to build some more houses. Housing, you again, and let's see. I have to put it in here, which blocks access to the road that way if I do that. Could go here instead. I want to leave a space behind. We'll leave 2 spaces behind. Not what I wanted. And then we need 1 more house. Yeah. I can't build a healer. Goodbye. Alright, so my laborers are chopping trees, getting our log supply built up. Firewood is no longer a problem. Yeah, we just missed that firewood. Lots of hawthorn. What are you doing? You're in that area? Cool. Yep, you guys are still good. Burying deceased villager. All right. Get that last house done. That gets us up to 24 possible home points, or beds for citizens. So we're well above the curve there. We need to get some more food stock. I need to get a hunter in. Let's put a hunting lodge in, I think. Let's see. Farmland to the north. Gonna do industry out that way, housing out this way, undetermined over here. Let's get the, I'm gonna get the hunter out this way on this spur. So, build menu, food production. That one? Smokehouse. Fishing shack, forager shack. We'll do it on this side. Can't really see. Yeah. And I'm going to put a smokehouse next to it. So we'll just drop you there. And we'll put a smokehouse next door. Can't see because of the trees. Alright, let's go back up to triple time. So they're prepping the land. This means there's obstructions that have to be gotten rid of before building can commence. Not sure we're going to get these down before winter hits. There's a big tree, apparently. Look at all these guys chopping. I love that. He's hauling fish back to town. Then he says, I'm hungry. Dump fish. I love it. 3 people have visited the fish spot now. Now we're down to 18 fish. Hopefully with a hunter, he we'll be able to set him. I have to do some more exploring of the local area, but if we do get wolf kills here in town, we'll be able to butcher the carcass once we kill it. 6 people have arrived at your village. They'll have plans to immigrate. Will you accept them in your village or turn them away? Yes, welcome in. Great timing, right before winter. Now we have 2 months of food. Another mass die-off shall now occur. Once again, our 3rd wolf attack. It from another direction. So there's no way I can protect against these things. We're just constantly losing people to wolf attacks. I haven't had this many wolf attacks, and well, I've only played it once before, but this is now more wolf attacks than I had in 4 hours of playing yesterday. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. This is so bad. We don't even have the hunting thing up yet. I'm 3 ticks away from having the hunting lodge up and having a hunter available. All right, run this way, and everybody over here, go fight the wolf as quick as you can. So, we haven't yet gotten a message about rabies. We do have our hunter up finally, so the hunter cabin, Edris is going to be our hunter. He's stockpiling meat. And we need to set an area for him, but I have no wolf sighting, no wolf den sightings yet. I think I'm just going to do this for now till we find an animal sighting somewhere. Yeah, I need to do some more exploration. Let's send somebody out this way. Now let's wait till it's not howling winter. 1 month of food. That is not enough food, folks. Another mass starvation coming in. Yashtar is doing some ice fishing. Bringing 30 fish in. Get them fish in there, please. 0 months of food. This is going to be a close one. Let's see. What are you out doing? Anything? I don't think anything is harvestable in this deep winter time period. Yeah, it's not going to matter. Alright, so we can't do anything with our harvesters. Our fishers are doing what they can, but I think we're going to be in for a rough go. We lost fish to spoilage. Fish faster. Produced 200 fish last year. I got 9 stone still, so he's hauling 1 stone to satisfy that. And then he's going to provide the building points. This will help. Now, fish and meat will be able to be smoked using our firewood for better preservation times. So I should have gotten the smokehouse up earlier. I forgot. Very important, because we could have smoked a bunch of the fish we were bringing in. It didn't occur to me to get the smokehouse up without getting the hunter cabin down early. So we have a lot of starvation, which looks like we're gonna. Yeah, food stocks are very low. Yes, bring them fish. Fishers, are you going to save us this winter? What I'm going to laugh at is when it says, like last time, she's going to drop her fish, try to go find food. There will be no food because she dropped it. That'd be hilarious. Yeah. It's so dumb. Oh man, that is so dumb. There is no food. He's seeking food. Let's drop the food. Oh my gosh. I think there's food scattered between the various buildings. Like in these, like we have some fish here and we have some fish here. So we've got a bit of fish. I think this refers to the general stock, not what's already in buildings. The buildings, fish supplies and food supplies act as like an emergency reserve, not reported here. But that's hilarious. Once again, just missed it by about 20 feet to get the damn fish into the stockpile. All right, we should be okay now. That last delivery of fish. You did okay, Cassia. You're a little silly there, but you're doing God's work getting our fish in. Now they're going out and stocking the fish supplies back up in the various houses. All right, we made it to year 3. No mass starvation die-off that time. Let's reset our gatherers. That's actually still pretty good. We're not getting the hawthorn this early. We're getting the herbs and the greens and such. I'm okay with that. Same with you. You're still good. Alright, let's go ahead and designate while we've got a moment some more exploration. I want somebody to explore out here. Out here. Not in the middle of the water. I don't know what would happen if I designated the middle of the water. Over here. And out this way. Alright, let's see what they do. There's 4 different people running 4 different directions. Yep, exploring, exploring. See how many we lose to wolf attacks. Alright, I see people with this unable to work. This means I don't have any log chopping or stone breaking or so on queued up. So let's take care of that problem. Clear anything in there, please. And then start working on this area. Woo. That's a little more than I anticipated. Let's undo those. Alright, we've got more buildings we've unlocked that I haven't started into yet. And we haven't even... Damn, it's year 3, 4, whatever. And I haven't even started designating crop fields yet. So, clay deposit. More various foods, medicinal roots. Lots of willow bushes, more clay. We got another water barrier with some fish. Alright, send somebody here, 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 and up this way. Still seeing no animals. Oh, there we go. Deer! Deer! Finally! Now we can designate our hunter to do something useful. Come here, you. Go hunt some deer. Oh, we can get multiple deer into that. Cool. Go there. Now we'll get some deer meat in. Get some deer meat smoked. That'll help us a lot. So if we take a look here in detail at the smokehouse. Let's pause the game. Smokehouse dries and cures meat and fish, greatly extending how long these foods keep before spoiling. Constant supply of firewood is needed to keep the smokehouse operational. Occupied by Eowulf. And you can see what he does here. Reduced items out of materials. So he takes 15 meat and 1 firewood to produce smoked meat. Or 15 fish and a firewood to make smoked fish. What he's got in storage currently, and items produced in the last year. Smoked meat and smoked fish. So notice this is much better now. We've got 5 months of food with nothing that's designated to be spoiled in the next 12 months. So yeah, I made a big mistake. I should have got the smokehouse up probably as soon as it was unlocked after I got my fishers up. That would have saved us from that food problem. Yeah. So great. We got our hunter busy finally. We've got a little more exploration pushed out. There's the deer. Hey there, little deer, running away from my hunter. And he is now stockpiling meat. I want to click the hunter. Carrying a carcass. So he goes out and he shoots a deer, carries the carcass back, butchers it into meat and parts, various other parts usable for various resources. And that'll be great. We got a lot of iron ore on this map, too. That'll be interesting to get that rolling. Might need to... Where's my other... Here's the foraging shack. What? Deer? Oh, we got deer up here, too? How did I miss that? I think there was a little section of dark area I hadn't explored. But, yeah, we got deer just north of us, too. Cool. That would have been helpful to know a little earlier. We got fish all over the place. I think I'm going to keep what we got. I think we'll be okay with food income with the 2 gatherers, 2 fishermen, and the hunter for now. The smokehouse! No! Somebody got careless. Did I put a well over here? I guess I didn't put a well over here. We got a water source nearby, though. Everybody run for water. Hurry up! Building's going down! Crap, they're running all the way down there to get water. Bucket brigade. Come on, before it goes completely down. Holy crap. I'm going to lose the... Oh, finally. Repairing a building. That was a little close. All right, so we've got a well here. We've got a well there, but I didn't put a well up over here. We definitely need to do that. What was that? Resources, a well. Let's just put it... I mean, they can go to the water to get the well too, but let's just put it up here. 54, 57, 62. 62 is good enough. Along the road. Right there, 64. And I'll put another one up here somewhere. So we're covered on the corners. Hold off on that. I don't yet know the balance of ratios and such for later game use. Wood splitters, I don't know how long they're going to be critical. We might move to coal or some other form of oil or who knows what for various purposes as we advance. What are we doing? We're building site stockpiling. We're gathering fish. Stockpiling. All right, let's take a look at our professions list again. So we've still got 9 laborers, 2 builders. I'm going to bump that up to 3. I'm going to stick with the 1 wood splitter. Oh, I have no forgers going on. That's not right. Get that working. So we're down to 7 laborers, which is still fine. Nothing else built currently. All right. Didn't realize I didn't have my gatherers actually out gathering. That's not good. We're living on meat. We're going to have scurvy hit pretty soon. All right, resource chopping. We're finishing up this little stand of trees. I'm going to make this more of an industrial area. I got to start working on clearing the farmland where we're going to designate the farming. So my hope is to set up a farm. I guess I'll do an initial farm here with plans later to expand outward into this area. But let's, with that in mind, get clearing like this area. That is a lot of chopping to get done. All right, we still got 8 more residences to be occupied. Food stores, now that we have the gatherers actually out doing something. Between them and the fishing and the hunter and the abundant deer we have recently located, I think we'll be okay. Anything else fun pop out other than the 2 deer? I don't think I'm going to explore any further out that way. Hey, look at that fishing node came back. Clay, blueberries. I'll probably send a road out this way at some point and set up kind of a remote camp area out here. So we can gather the clay deposits that are out here, and then I'll have gatherers hitting all of these resource-rich spots. Up north, more water, abutting a hill. That's going to be out to the side of my future farming endeavors. Iron ore, more iron ore, more iron ore, a lot of iron ore. All right. I might focus on that. We'll go into the iron exporting business. More deer. Alright, I think we've got enough area and all the resources I know to look for on our map now, so I'm not going to worry about exploring anymore. 2 new villagers. Who'd we get? We got Mathana and Kasparov. A bustling market would help generate gold and attract new settlers to our growing town. Markets stock houses and generate gold based on the number of houses in their work area. Cool. We're going to try to centralize a market like right here, and I'll build housing around market, and I'll try to leave enough space for other buildings as well. So let's take a look. We've got the firewood splitter and the well. Other things we haven't unlocked is the saw pit. We need storage next. I got to get the storage, which will unlock a bunch of these other things. So we've got the saw pit, which is going to give us planks. Tannery. This is another example of the interface pushing off the top of the screen. That window should not be that high, and I can't move it. Cobbler shop for footwear, important, especially if we upgrade the roads and all that to help speed up our folks. Fletcher building for bow and arrow production. The basket shop, that increases the carry capacity of our people. So it's really important. I want to get the cobbler up, I want to get the basket shop up, and I want to get my primary artery roads, the north, south, east, west roads, converted to stone as soon as possible. Compost yard, that we'll need for fertilizing the fields a little bit later, so I'm not worried about that. But most of these are locked behind, as it says at the bottom of each of these windows, the stockyard and the storehouse. So we're going to get a stockyard and a storehouse up next, and then we'll work on the rest of these. All right, so stockyard. This is for raw building materials, planks, logs, stone, things like that. So I'm going to put it over on this side. And then we're going to get a storehouse up. The stockyard unlocks it. And then we're going to get some root cellars, which will also help with our food preservation and spoilage rates. We got enough raw materials. It's just a matter of builders to get the stuff done. So I think we're in pretty good shape in all those regards. This should be a fairly fast process to get some of this stuff set up. Once we have the stockyard and the storage area up, I can relocate the wagon to be a remote storage point. Like all these guys that are coming down from this area I'm chopping right now, I could send the wagon up there, and they could use that as a drop-off point, which will speed things up. All right, next up, let's get the storehouse, as well as root cellar. I'm going to put a root cellar over here next to the smokehouse, so that food can get preserved a little better right next to it. And I think I'll put one... Nah, let's hold off on any others. Let's just go with one root cellar there for the moment. $775 out of $750, huh? You managed to go over capacity. I waited just a tiny wee bit too long to get some of these other stock locations set up. Now the issue I have is I have not found a way to unload these items into another stock point. Turning off the check marks doesn't do it. I tried turning check marks off and waiting, and all that does, I believe, is just it means that you're not allowed to put items into the cart of those types any longer, but it does not mean remove these items from the cart and put them somewhere else. So let's see if they do it with the firewood. They won't, but we'll try. So we're at 151 on firewood. They're probably just grabbing it from here to take to shelters and that instead of actually relocating it to a new stockpile point. Down to 142. But there's no capacity for me to send that up north to let the work camps use it. I could build another one. Maybe I'll do that. Build me a storage cart. Oh, we need planks before we can do that. We're almost there. All right, now that we got those two down, so we got the stockyard down for main building materials. We got storehouse down, which will hold anything. We got the root cellar down for foods that we're preserving. We're going to make a storage cart as soon as I got some planks, which will be in a moment. Let's go to resources. And now we've unlocked the saw pit. This is what's going to give us planks. So let's put the saw pit in. Now this has a desirability impact. -7. So notice the numbers over the houses there. You can see with the radius, they shift depending on my positioning of the sawmill. So this is a negative one. So we want to have the sawmill because it's so loud and got byproducts to get in the air and all that. We want to keep this away from our desirability focused buildings. This is going to be my industrial area over here. So I think I'm just going to slot it in right back. Actually, I wanted it further away. I might run a... Let's run a road. Did I leave a space? Yeah, let's run a road up like so. Perfect. Do that. Then we'll put the saw pit on the back side, outside of this. I'll just go with one for now. Then we've also got the Tannery. It's another one you want to keep away from the general population. That'll put some use to the hides that we get. Whoops. What were those? All those messages that just went away? Did we get more people? Oh, we got more people. I didn't. I was focused on other things. So we need to get some more houses up pretty soon. Like right now. Alright, what else we got? The cobbler's shop. We got to get the saw pit finished. So these are going to unlock here real quick. Saw pit, saw pit, saw pit. So as soon as we get the saw pit constructed, all these others are going to unlock. We'll get a cobbler shop up. I'm not too worried about the Fletcher building. I do want the basket shop as soon as possible. And I'm not too worried about the composting quite yet. We got 9 months of food, 10 months of food stockpiled, so we're easily going to coast on through the winter. I think we've got our food problem solved for a while with our current arrangements. Hunter's helping a ton, and the smoke shacks help. Smoke shops help. Smoke house is also helping a ton. I think that was my biggest mistake so far, other than the timing initially of getting my firewood done. I didn't get that done fast enough. But behind that, it was forgetting about the smoke shop. I know you. I know your capacity. I can't do much about that right now. Let's see. We've got plenty. We've got plenty. We've got plenty. So we're just waiting for stocking and for workers. Everybody's seeking shelter now. Look at all these people running for their houses. It's cold. It's cold. Get in bed. We got an iron ore deposit right under this. Was this wasn't always here, was it? Did iron ore deposits start showing up when I hit a certain tech or a certain building? Or did they just randomly show up on the map? I don't remember that being there. Right in my housing district. I'm going to wait for these to finish. Then I'm going to queue up another couple of houses and some gardens for the housing areas. And then we're going to... Oh, hey, look at that. They're back. Doink. Goodbye. By that, I'm referring to the bot that showed up in chat advertising their best adult dating site. Oh my goodness. Cool. Close. Close. So, this is the current issue. These guys can only carry 1 stone and three of the logs at a time. As soon as I get baskets, it'll improve their carry capacity. So it makes stocking and bringing supplies around a lot faster. So that's what we're aiming for. 1 more stone. Start of year 4, and I still don't have the field started. I still got a little bit of stuff. Get rid of... Apparently that doesn't want to go away. Love how I can't drag select certain things. Alright, the building's up. Buildings are up. So, cutting wood planks. Saw pit. Now, part of the problem we're going to run into, I got to be careful of, is that every time I build these, people are being assigned, so they're being pulled out of my general labor pool. So as we get more and more specialized folks, I got less and less laborers and builders available, so I have to be really cautious. Let's bump that up to 4, and still 1 of that. I do need I need to get my initial supply of planks, so I'm going to leave 2 there. I don't think I can really mess with anything, right? Oh, tanners. I'm going to drop that down to 1. I don't think we'll need more than that. I don't know how much deer we're actually bringing in, so let's look at resources and storage. We haven't looked at this yet. All right, so settlement items, 1,893, huh? Is there like a hides button? Go categories. Raw materials, food, produced materials, usable items. Go empty items. That's more like it. So do we not have any hides, and that's why it's not showing me? Right there, pelts. Alright, so they're calling them pelts. So we have no pelts laying around. Why don't we, though? Or do we not get pelts from deer? Is that only a wolf bear type of thing? Is deer just giving us like meat and fat for tallow and things like that? All right, but we have various ways of showing information. So we've got the root cellar, the storehouse, and the stockyard showing the stocked values of each quantity-wise. Food spoilage rates, most of it's in my storehouse. Items at 25% or less, 30% or less. Oh, all right, I hadn't seen this section before. Cool. Villager happiness. I mean, we've had some die-offs due to some errors in judgment. And our town info, that's right, for the next tier. So we still need 2 more shelters, the market, and more population for the most part. The planks is going to solve itself. So we got that done. Let me get the housing in before I forget again. So come here, you. I want you to be here. And here. Wait, I want to leave a central spot open so I can hit as many houses as possible. I'm going to try to surround like a central plaza with a market and so on. So maybe I'll put another one here instead. And we'll run the road out to there, and then we'll connect it to there. I guess we might as well drop you in while we're working. Alright, so that'll take care of my housing for a bit. That'll also soak up a bunch of the logs that we're stockpiling. What else were we looking at? The tannery. So it produces hide coats. It requires pelts and some water to make hide coats. Hey, we do have some in storage. Erg. I guess that other screen is showing me general storage locations versus individual buildings work storage. I thought we should have some. Alright, that's fine. I'm still figuring out little interface reporting vagaries. Alright, so let's take a look. What else have we got? We got the housing sorted. We got the storage done. We got some of each. We've got food production. We haven't unlocked anything new. I need to start working on getting some fields prepped for farming. Resources, lots of new stuff. So we got the splitter, we got the saw pit, we got the tannery, we do not have a cobbler shop yet. Cobbler shop and basket shop, I think, are the 2 I'm going to work on. So let's get the basket shop. This has no priority for desirability or anything like that. Let's put you... I might bleed this over into some residential as well. I don't know just how much space I'm going to need to allow. I want to leave most of this for farming and other related endeavors. This is going to be industrial up here. I think I'll just put it over here on this side. This feels more mercantile. Let's put it... Let's put it over here. Maybe I'll make this mercantile, this housing and trading. We'll do that. So let's just put it right here for now. Uh-oh. 20. Alright, so basket shop's going to produce baskets, increase the carry capacity of our folks. And then cobbler shop. You will put here. We got enough stone for everything I've told to build. We just need more plank production. I got 2 people working full time. I don't want to do another one of those. We'll just have to wait it out. Alright, more housing's going up. So that satisfies that requirement. So as soon as I get the market built and we get our population up and we have a stockpile of planks. So let's go find the market. We haven't seen the market yet. Amenities? Yes. Alright, the market. Building where household goods are stocked by a grocer and distributed to houses, saving time for working villagers. Markets also generate tax revenue and increase the desirability of surrounding houses. 30 planks, 10 stone. This one's got a pretty wide bonus radius, so you can see we're bumping up the housing. What is it, 4% for this top left house here? We put it right next to it, it jumps to the 13%. So I'm thinking, let's see, how am I going to set roads up for this? Maybe I'll put it here. I'll run this road down. I'll put it on the inside edge of this road. That's going to keep that one out, though. Yeah, I need to run another road somewhere. I think I'll put it here. I'll run a road this way. Let's see. We got room for garden in between, so... yeah, let's run a road like so. Connect it up to there. And drop in a marketplace. Impending heat wave. Thanks, game. How much space? This is a 4x4. Oh, that rock put a bend in my road. I think that leaves like 3 4x4 spaces from that one there. So that's valid. I'm going to put it right here. That leaves me a 4x4 on each side that I can put other stuff in, and I'm going to surround it with housing everywhere else, with this being the central market. And I have some smaller spaces here and here that I might fill in with houses or some other things. Alright, I think the only other real big task that I want to get done is get the fields designated. Looks like we've got the first field area fairly well chopped up. I need you to go. I need you to go. They're not done, so they're still working on some of these things. Yeah, the stones are still being worked on. Alright, so they're almost done. We'll give them time to get that stuff finished up. Once we get all these buildings built, my laborers will get up there and finish that up. Then we will work on getting the farms going. All right, meeples. I'm waiting on the sawmill. Those poor guys. I might knock down this wood splitter building. I don't think I need 2 of them. Yeah, let's knock down this wood splitter. Salvage building. Cool. Chopping, mining, clearing the fields. I like it. I think what I'll do initially is I'm going to run a road straight across. I think I do need to take out a few more things here. I might wait till next year to start designating. If I run a road straight across, then I'll have a field up here, another field, another field. We'll just keep building them out this way. I think I'll draw the road from, like, here. Yeah, we don't need to go too far initially. More villagers immigrated and another village born. You guys are going to cut into my copious food supplies. Uh-oh. Missing ranged ammo. Yeah. I don't have the Boyer set up yet, or whatever that building was called. I didn't realize I was going to run out of those. I think that's what he uses for hunting, so that'll cause a problem if I don't get that fixed. Resources. It was, what, that one? Fletcher building, yeah. Alright, let's get a Fletcher building up. No desirability impact. We'll just stick you right here on this corner. More planks! This is the priority. Get this thing built. Planks here first, please. I might have to do another sawmill. Yeah, let's do another sawmill. Does the sawmill take planks? It does not take planks to build. Yeah, let's do another sawmill. I think we're going to need just stupid amounts of planks for quite a while. Looks good. Alright, maybe we can get some initial... No, I'm not starting that. I got to get this stuff done. I can't designate workers to be working in fields this year. Next year, we'll get all this initial infrastructure stuff done, get our market up, get our city center upgraded, and next year, right at the beginning, we'll start heavy work on farming. That'll get up all of our basic infrastructure. We're doing fine on food in the meantime. It's going to take 2 to 3 years for me to get actual useful amounts of food out of the farming. $32 out of 36. I need to get more houses up too. It's ridiculous. Uh-oh, heading into fall, all the berries are no longer harvestable. Most things just turned unharvestable. Where are you? Reset to... Nah, let's not send you all the way up there. We'll just grab the greens in this area. $11 more planks. Other sawmill is up and occupied. Alright, that should help reverse our sawmill problem, or our plank problem. I got a good stockpile of stone. We got some logs. We got firewood galore. Uh-oh. Oh, that's right. Compost yard. Damn it. They're sick of poop piling up in their house. There's another one with a pretty heavy negative impact. Negative 37. Let's not build your compost yard right in the middle of your residential area. They really don't like it. It also takes planks. Yeah, they really don't like this one. So, compost farm. I think it's good. We're going to put the compost yard out here. Towards the end of this little area. I'll have to chop down some more trees. The night soil man cometh. So they're going to visit in the night and haul away all of the waste products from the houses. Use it for composting. Otherwise, they start building up negative effects, negative happiness for the citizens, so I gotta get it done. Are we done yet? 5 to go. I think they might be on the way. I see 2, and there's 1. So the 5 are on the way to finish that up. Then hopefully we get this one up. Did I get the... Which one are you? Oh yeah, storehouses, cobbler, basket shop, yeah. So, produced item, basket, required materials, willow. Ooh. I guess I have some willow. Where do we get willow? Is that just one of the resources out on the map? Is that this? Oh, it is the willow bushes. All right. Yeah, we've been harvesting that, so we should be able to get some baskets put together. So if I look, is it going to show like a basket in their inventory somewhere? Whoa, look at that one. Oh, you got a wheelbarrow. Where'd you get a wheelbarrow? And why doesn't it show it? And why is it different? Huh. I never got that other wagon made either. We needed planks, and then I got distracted. Alright, well, we got 8 months of food stockpiled with no spoilage due to occur, so, I mean, that'll take us easily into spring, summertime. Once again, we dumped a bunch of stuff on the ground. Thanks, game. These people are crazy. Okay, the market. So the market is up. Lots of upgrade cost. We don't have gold yet. We don't have bricks yet, so we don't have to worry about that. Elmina is our grocer. There are no barrels yet to help reduce spoilage for the stocked items. And there's nothing stocked yet, so. But it has raised the desirability rating. And I can see the area I want to build more houses in. Them deer are encroaching. They're encroaching. Tell you what, Hunter, why don't you hunt closer to home? You don't need to go out all that way. I never did get... I need to get a well up north as well, also. So we got a well to the east, we got a well to the south, we got a well to the west. I need to get a well up in this area. New villager born, new year. We have gold! We have gold now. We're getting 10 gold per month from our grocer. Monthly income, 10 gold per month. So we're actually making money finally. Taxes from our market. Alright, so that's done. Those are all done. We got most of the materials necessary to get the compost up. I think that is everything I was working on currently, right? We got the basket maker doing baskets. Made 12 baskets so far. I want to find somebody that has a basket. Oh, yep, there you go. Alright, occupation tools and baskets. Carrying 6 fish. Cool. Cancel that. So we have what, all of these? Firewood, saw pit, tannery, cobbler shop, Fletcher building, basket shop, compost yard. So resources we've maxed. Food production, we're going to work on fields, getting the initial field set up. We got these. I'm going to go ahead and queue up a cart here. We're nearing max capacity on housing, so let's get another few houses down. Let's see, we want to leave it a little bit of, I like to leave one lane of space between the houses to put down gardens. This one's a little awkward. I got like 3 spaces. Can't quite fit 2 houses in there. Alright, guess we'll just have a larger garden area. And I think I'll stop there. I want to save these 2 spots and see what other things unlock before I fill in any more housing over here. Alright, so... yearly taxes. Yeah, I know we got 20 ingots. How we doing here? So all we're waiting on is the raw materials to accumulate. We've got all the other requirements met. And as soon as we unlock this, then things get complicated. It's been dead simple up to this point. As soon as we get this next tier unlocked, things start getting a little complicated. Oh yeah, I need to get working up here. Okay, first field area. Let's talk about farming. So first we have to get the field area designated. 5x5 is the smallest, and if you want a fence, you have to leave room for it. So I'm going to leave a space around the edges. I'm going to do a 5x5 right there is the smallest you can do. 5x5. You can do bigger, but you got to do a minimum of 5x5. I think what I'm going to do is closer to a 7x7. Yeah, 7x7 looks like a good field size for starting. Or do we go 8x8? Let's do 8x8. And the fence can, yeah, one fence line in between. So we'll go here. And another 8x8. All right, next up, walls and roads. I'm just going to go with a simple wooden fence. Go to... Not sure how that's going to look. We'll get that started. What are you guys going to have to do here? What has to be cleared? Oh, we got some logs in the way, do we? Them logs hauled out of here, guys. Now, there we go. So it's going to be 3,000 work points and 3,000 work points to get these fields initially prepared. They're tilling, they're trying to grab the largest of the rocks and all that kind of stuff. Fences are going up. I put a few gates in. Gate here, and then a gate here so they can go across if they need to. Otherwise, it's completely surrounded. I don't know how big a problem it is for animals to get in or not, if it's really super important to have good gating and fencing and so on. We'll find out. Once they've paid those work costs, then we'll get an interface we can use to actually designate a 3-year planting plan where we accommodate crop rotation, maintenance of the fields to remove weeds and stones, as well as periods of time where we're just going to put in refreshment crops like clover that will put nutrients back into the soil. So yeah, so that's going to take a while. So I'm gonna try not to do any big building projects while we let our laborers get that stuff done, and we'll just let some parts accumulate. Oh crap! Yeah, we're running out of logs already. I designated a lot of logs for some of this stuff, plus all the house building that we did. So I need to get chopping again. Let's chop back this area here. The sawmills are here, stockpiles are here, so. Yeah, I gotta do a little bit of tree chopping. I guess actually let's do the areas that we're gonna turn into farmland in the future anyway. We'll just do a few of them to try to keep ahead of the curve. Hey, the wagon's ready. Come here, wagon. Let's move you up here. Where are you? Yeah, move up to this area. Damn it. Can't never tell if it's right click or left click. Alright, so that's going to act as a mobile depot point. So as they chop trees and stone and so on, they'll just deposit it into the wagon instead of running it all the way back to another storage point. Before I forget, how we doing? Nothing to harvest. Get out of there. Let's run you all the way over here. You are also not looking good there. Let's go a little further out and grab up all this yummy stuff. Hopefully you've got a basket and some good shoes. Speaking of which, can I do better class of roads yet? Oops. Walls and roads? I cannot. We need to get the town center upgrade. As soon as we get the town center upgrade, we'll have cobbled road options. Takes a ton of stone. I'm going to need just a mountain of stone. But we'll be able to cobble in my main artery roads. I think will help. Yeah, see that? That's way more convenient. That's going to speed things up a ton. Might build one more of these so I can have a couple of them out and about wherever I start designating larger scale harvesting. Between the carry count for the improved carryability of the villagers and the wagon, it's really speeding things up. We're down to 1,400. I think we might get it. We might get both of these maintenance done so the initial things come up, but we're not going to get anything useful planted until next year. All right. And then we're close to accumulating enough points. Oh, we got the upgrade. All right, so this is the big one. That's going to suck out a lot of my stockpiled resources. Seeking food, break time. Let's all run back down. Go back home, have a snack. Alright, we got 2 more 8x8s pretty much ready to go, and then I can get at least 1 more 8x8 in the super fertile ground here. And we got lots of opportunities here, but this is going to provide us enough food for quite a while. Another villager born. No, I never played Frostpunk. Heard great things about it, but when it was out, I was doing other things, deep into other games apparently, and I never actually played Frostpunk. Alright, come on. Somebody deliver me some of this yummy, yummy wood planks that we're building over there. It's looking good. Fencing's going up. What does the fencing require? Ah, logs. Alright, we have our first interface interaction with the farming. Welcome to Farming 101 in Farthest Frontier. Okay, how to describe this. So, each farm plot, you have access to this screen. This is a 3-year plan. Year 1, Year 2, Year 3. And what we're going to do is we're going to designate, during the course of the year, this is where we're at in the year currently, as we can see right here. We're going to designate what we want to be doing on the farm plot. So, the way we do that is we can click, and then it shows you your various choices. And if we highlight one, let me move this over. We click and I highlight one. We got lots of different information. So for the cabbage, you can see the crop yield. It has a high yield. It has very high frost tolerance, very high heat tolerance, very high rockiness, resilience, very bad weed suppression, pretty bad grow time, impacts fertility pretty heavily, meaning it sucks nutrients out of the ground at a pretty heavy rate. And actually, is that... I don't know if that's good or bad that that's low. I think it's bad. I'll have to get some more information on impacts fertility and fertility dependence on how those affect grow times. I don't have a lot of skill or knowledge on picking the right ones. I know how the interface works, and I can explain that, but I cannot yet make great decisions or explain why you would want to do one thing over another, other than the bare bones stuff. But for the first 2 years, I'm not going to do hardly anything except for maintenance. Notice here, we've got 73% fertility, which is pretty good, but we got a really stupid high weed level and a fairly high rockiness level. So my goal the first 2 years is to increase this and decrease these two. We're going to do that with these bottom two options. So we can set farmers to perform field maintenance instead of growing crops, provides a chance to reduce weed levels and remove rocks from fields. So these two are improved by time spent having your farmers just do maintenance. So we're going to pick that. We're going to drag that over here for that period of time that we have left. Nothing happens in the 3 winter months. You can't get anything done in those months. So we're restricted to these first 9 months. So we'll get a little bit of field maintenance done this year, and then it'll roll around to this year. So what's going to happen is I'm going to set up a 3-year plan of what I want them to do. And when the year expires, this one moves to the bottom, this one moves up, and this one moves up. And it just cycles that way over and over and over again. So when the year completes, that particular year's design moves to the bottom slot, and the other two move up, and it just keeps advancing. So you can set it up eventually, once this maintenance period is done, I'll set it up in such a way that I shouldn't really have to look at it all that much later on. It'll just automatically follow the plan, and I can come in and micro it a little bit whenever I need to. It's a pretty cool interface, pretty cool system in the way it's set up. And the only thing I need to do now is really buckle down and pay attention to some of the numbers and figure out what crops to grow at what periods of time, because some have frost resistance, some have heat resistance. So you want to do the heat resistant crops in the high summer when it's super hot. You want to do the frost resistant closer to the front and back, things like that. So it's a little complicated initially, but once you understand the basics, setting it up is pretty easy. Then it's just learning to make the right decisions and the crop varieties and setting up a decent schedule, which will just come with some time and some practice. You also have a soil mixture. So if we pick the cabbage again, it says no crop selected. There we go. So cabbage, soil mixture for cabbage. And we can see how our current soil mixture is. And if we have clay and we have sand, we can have our farmers bring that out and spread it over the fields to improve it one direction or another. So we have a better soil mixture for whatever crop is being grown in that particular field. And then it shows us the estimated yield for with the current settings and so on. I guess probably barring diseases and other maladies that might occur. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to do maintenance. And next year, we click here, we're going to do more maintenance, and then a final batch of clover to try to add a little bit of fertility. So I just want to get rid of rocks and get rid of weeds primarily for the next year. And then we'll do that. In the 3rd year, we'll actually start trying to grow crops. And I'm going to leave this empty for now. We'll reset it up later. Okay, so there you go. I'm just happy we've got it in. So, remember I had set field maintenance, so we've got 3 assigned workers, and they are now performing this field maintenance task. That's these guys right here. Why have I got 4 people working it if I only have 3 people? 1, 2, 3, 4, all doing field maintenance, but when I click here, I have 3 assigned workers. I'm just going to shrug and move on. Not even going to ask. All right. I'm waiting. Look at that. Look at that champion with a basket on, bringing 14 of the planks to the building to finish off the amount we need. All right. I'm a big fan of baskets now. No, don't run off seeking food. Finish building. want that finished before winter hits. Everybody's shelter stocking. So I've got it set with the F3 key. You can set it to don't show anything. You can just see people scurrying around. You can set it, you press it once, and if they have any issues, they'll show you. If you press it again, you get the full details. So it cycles between a few different settings. So we've hit the end of that period. We're now into winter officially, so it's rolled over to this, which won't start till next year, but that's why it's giving me this. There's empty crop seasons. I'm aware. Thanks for warning me. Uh-oh. Construction has been halted due to winter. That's unfortunate. Didn't quite get the second field. That's fine, though. Uh-oh. Damn it. We're maxing out our population again? No problem. We've got 11 months of food stored, so we're not going to have a problem there. We got plenty of firewood. Nobody's going to freeze. I'm going to let my... Oh, I need to get some more wood chopping done. Let's relocate. Am I done with the farming? I think I'm done with the farming. I might grab that little stand there. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's grab that. Minus that. We'll grab that little stand of brush just to clear out this section for sure. Otherwise, I think I'm done up there for the moment. Let's go... I kind of like this view. A little better. Yeah, let's keep chopping over back here in my industry section. Near the stockpiles and near the plant, the plank making things. So, go ahead and get rid of all of this back here. When you have time. In between freezing. Wonder if I should get another hunter up. Maybe I should get another hunter going. We have multiple deer locations. Did we ever find animals out here? I don't think we did. No. Yeah, I think I'm going to put another hunter down. It's always the last one. So that's the hunter, that's the smoke shack. We'll just do another hunter right next to the first one. Ah, yep, exactly. Hey, wolf. Cassia is retreating. Isn't Cassia my... Oh, that's my fisher. Alright, where are you at currently? Where are you at, Aldris? You're inside? Alright, come out and hunt this wolf. Get rid of this wolf. And anybody else that's up here, you guys all come help. You keep retreating, Cassia. Don't get rabies. Don't get rabies. No rabies message so far. The laborer got bit. Alright, I think the rabies message would have hit already if it was going to. So we have a wolf carcass out here. I'm going to assume the hunter is going to hop out and grab that as soon as he's done butchering the meat. Had to go get some water apparently to restock. Oh, carcass is gone. Did somebody else move the carcass? Storage. I don't see any carcass messages here. I'm a little unsure on exactly how the hunter action works beyond designating a hunting area. I don't believe you need to. But I'm a little fuzzy on it. As soon as we get this other one up. Right now, this hunter is just regularly hunting the deer. I'm going to set the other hunter to go ahead and hunt out here again. This area where these two deer are. So, I don't know if the wolf attacks just come at you out of just shadowed area where you don't have immediate view, or if they travel from a den. I assume it just rolls dice and says, oh, wolf attack's going to occur. Let's find a shady area and bring the wolf in after one of your villagers. So, missing ranged weapon, missing ranged ammo. I think somebody is going to be taking care of that. Seeking weapons. So are you... Oh, yep. That's got the little deer icon. So she's going to get weapons out of, well, wherever I have them. Here, we'll follow her. Oh, right there. That must be my Fletcher building for the bow and arrows. Yep, she's got her bow and arrows. Still seeking weapons, huh? Oh, you went and got a dagger. Now you're shelter stalking. Alright, whatever. Oh yeah, she's got to get all the basics to put in the building. Okay. Missing ranged ammo. Building's on fire. So, Fletcher building, I've got one worker in there currently. Takes a log to make arrows, a log to make a bow. We've got a lot in storage. So it's just a matter of them coming over to pick them up. I can't set things like make this many and then stop or things like that. It just seems to be kind of automated in that regard. I think... Nah, I'm not going to bother. Let's not put another person in there. Everybody's running for a well in order to get water to put out the fire. The whole freaking town is scrambling to get water, which is fine. That would be an entire town type of evolution. I'm okay with it. Can I get some walls made? I can, but I'm somewhat limited in what options I have. So walls and roads. Oh yeah, we got my cobble roads I need to experiment with now that we got the upgrade done. It's fieldstone wall. Sturdy low wall can be used to keep animals away from crops or predators away from livestock. Costs are per 5 meter length. Now we've got the palisade wall. Obstruct approach of enemies, making it difficult for raiders to enter your village and giving defenders time to react. Palisade gate. And later we get the fortified wall and the fortified gate. I don't know if it goes for further than that or if that's the last of it. I wanted to find this out though. So costs are per 100 meters of road. I got 50. I want to see how much this actually accounts for. So let's do this main drag here. So if I go from here, whoa. It won't go over top of existing roads? That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. I can't replace existing roads? I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Let's see. So if I click on the section, there is an upgrade button. Dirt road is ready to be upgraded. Upgrade cost 25. All right, that makes more sense. So, sure, upgrade that section. I can see from like here to here, so it's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Looks like 6 spaces. Upgrading dirt road. Doesn't show me progress. Out of logs again. Alright, time to move you. Put you... Yeah, let's get you up on this road somewhere. Oh yeah. So you can see we're now into this much of the year. They've been maintaining the field. They'll do it again. And then we'll get some clover planted to increase our fertility. Each time one of these completes, it'll drop the weed and rockiness level. So we're at 60% now. I'll try to remember to come back and look when we hit the end of this one. So 60%'s the number. Alright, that's moving. We got that going on. Food is fine. I need more housing again. I need to investigate what other buildings we've got access to. Oh, it's just about to finish. We'll see what happens. So we're at 61%. Ah, yeah, look at that. Big old dip. We lost almost, what, 27%? So, really nice drop. I'm not sure why it's red. Red usually means bad, but in this occasion, the lower is better, so it should be green. Right? You want a low weed level, don't you? Whatever. I need to get some people working on this, but all the laborers are doing this. Uh-oh. Let's bump down to 3. Let's see. I'm going to bump down to 3 Sawyers. Got to keep the night soil. Got to keep the 1 well. I'm going to forget, but I'm going to turn off the firewood splitter. I just know I'm going to forget. I'm going to end up with 0 firewood heading into winter, and I'm going to kill the entire colony because it won't warn me. Yeah, I don't think I want to touch anything else, so we'll go with that for now. Things I have not looked at. So we got the upgrade, and I haven't gone and looked at the new building stuff. I don't know how long this road's going to take. So amenities and services. We now have Healer's House, Trading Post, School, Pub, Ratcatcher. And notice the new resource. We now need money. We got 149 of the money. 149 gold ingots, whatever they call those. So that takes gold. No, that doesn't take gold to build. It takes gold to run. I got to pay him 12 per month to go around catching rats, apparently. That seems pretty heavy. The pub. I'm not sure if I have to make the beer or the pub makes the beer. I haven't actually gotten into that yet. The school. Pretty big pile of money to get the school up. Provides basic education, which boosts work rate for villagers. Some professions require educated workers. Trading post. This will allow merchants, traveling merchants, to come visit, where we can buy and sell things. To and from. That's the one that most annoys me with the interface problem I talked about at the top of the stream. And the Healer's House. I would probably go with this first. 30 cost a month. I don't have 30 generation a month yet. I need to get some more money generating before I can afford the healer. So, we got those we can build in amenities and services. We haven't unlocked this yet. We just need to get the wagon shop set up, and we can do temporary shelters, which are beneficial for little outlying resource gathering sites that you set up. Storage, we now have the wagon shop, the granary, the cooper, and the vault, a secure repository for the town's gold, because bandits are going to come and try to steal our gold. Gold is an actual object that has to be moved around from building to building, and you want to secure your town's cash supply. So a vault and some defensive buildings nearby would be great. Food production, we've graduated up to the windmill, which of course we need to grind wheat into flour, things like that. The bakery, turn flour and water into dough, baked into bread. We're missing the trading post to get the barn up, where cattle can be raised for food, hides, and milk. Got to purchase the cattle at the trader. It's like 500 gold for a cow. They're expensive. And the arborist building. Arborist lets you set up fruit tree orchards and harvest fruit trees. What else? So many things. Resources building. We now have the work camp. Continuously harvest wood and stone. Laborers will deposit materials at the camp, where a wagon can collect it and haul it to town much more efficiently. Temporary shelters built near remote work sites can further increase efficiency. We got the clay pit, the iron mine, the gold mine, the coal mine, the sand pit. All of these need wagons, so we need the wagon shop for almost all of them. The apiary for bees to get some honey. the Potter Building for turning the clay into useful materials, the Weaver Building for fancy clothes, the Candle Shop, Soap Shop, Charcoal Kiln, and Armory for more advanced defenses. I guess that's just the shield and the armor. There's probably a weapon shop or blacksmith somewhere. Furniture, brewery, the foundry. Oh, nope, that just produces ingots. Blacksmith forge, there's the swords. Swords and plowshares. Brickyard, glassmaker. So, like I said, get that upgrade done and things get a little complicated. We got the barracks as an option now. Soldiers are trained and housed in the barracks, which also serves as a defensive structure. Soldiers are needed to deal with more heavily armored attackers and siege rams. Lookout Tower. Lookout Tower defends the surrounding area against hostile threats. Must be manned by guards who do extra damage when attacking from this high vantage point. I'm not sure if they go after wolves and bears and things like that. But again, it takes money to pay the guards. Walls and roads we saw. And I haven't done decorations yet. I've been meaning to seed some decorations out. In order to get housing upgrades, I have to raise the desirability ratings. Not that key, that key. I have to raise the desirability ratings to 30%, and they'll upgrade the housing to the next level, and then you can upgrade again when it goes up again. So this and the trader are going to help a bunch, and then I'm going to strew some gardens and stuff around in between the buildings, which is why I left certain spaces. That'll also raise their numbers. So that's what a lot of this stuff is. Some of it costs money. So like that one, the shrine costs $50. The medium garden costs 20. Garden trails 15, and so on. Small plaza, or you can go with just a simple small garden for just planks and stone. So we'll look at that in a second as well. All right. Speaking of which, so amenities. Trading post is what I'm looking at next. This has no effect on... all right, so it's not the trading post, so I'm just going to go into my merchant area. I think I'll just... Oh, didn't leave quite enough room. Didn't leave enough room adjacent to the building. This is going to be industrial, farming. I think we're okay if we put it right here. Yeah. All right, we'll get the trading post in, and I can't afford that healer's house until I find something that generates cash. Pub maybe generates money? Yeah, let's get a pub up. Not a good place for the pub? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Hey, look. People like having a pub nearby. Not a ton. I could put the pub as one of the buildings next to my trader, or my merchant shop. Could squeeze the pub in there. Not enough room. Oh, I do have enough room here. I left enough room to squeeze a pub in, but not with road access. Nah, let's not do that. Let's just put the pub in down here. Alright, what else we got? Not the rat catcher, not the school quite yet, although I am curious. It has a pretty big radius on it. I didn't leave enough room here because oh, yep, I did leave enough room here. Do we squeeze a school in here? Yeah, let's put a school in here. I was planning on surrounding it with housing anyway, and this be my central little plaza area. So we'll have a pub, we'll have the market, and we'll have the school dead center in the middle here. We'll just keep building out housing around them. Hey, the traders are showing up. All right, so we got our trading house. This is my problem with the interface. When you've got the UI interface slider set up as far as it'll go, so you can have numbers you can read, the windows don't all fit. So this window has got information and the drag bar pushed up across the top of the screen where I can't get to it. And there's information on the far right-hand side I can't see, and I can't move it. So to show you what the full window looks like, I've got to go to Settings, Interface, drag this back down to 1.0, what they think is a good default setting. I just can't imagine this is comfortable for most folks. These numbers are pretty damn small compared to most games I've played with interfaces that put resource lists at the top. It's like half again as small as I think they usually use. But that's what they consider the default interface in 1440p. And if I bring that screen up, now everything fits. And I can grab the bar and I can drag it. And we can see this far column that shows me the quantities that the merchant has. So what's happening here is we're at our trading post. Beldar the Peddler has arrived. He'll be here for 67 days. Bonus, huh? Oh, this is for upgrading our trader. Don't care about that. So he's got 1,848 bucks that he can trade with on his side. I have no money stocked in the trading post. I'd have to send money from my gold stockpile over to the trading post if I wanted to buy anything from him. So I could transfer gold, move gold to and from the trading post. And then what's showing here is, if you look at the colored bar at the end, this arrow indicates this is me selling to him, with the arrow pointing that way. Arrow's pointing this way, or the reverse. That's he has items, which we can see here. He has stocks of items he wants to sell me. So I can sell him this first 5 items, and I can buy from him these lower items, and it scrolls. Every once in a while, you'll have arrows on both sides, meaning it can be bought and sold both directions. Yeah. There's quite a few items. It's only showing me the stuff that I've actually got or that he has right now. So I don't really have anything I want to sell yet. I got nothing in stock that he's willing to buy. He's only willing to buy this first set of items. I don't want to sell him any of my current stock of items. And then from his side, he's got food, he's got beer. He's got, it said beer when I pointed at it a second ago. Now why isn't it? Now it is. Interface is still a little wonky. Beer, flour, bricks, logs, herbs, and grain. So I don't at this point really know what I need, what I don't need, what I should be selling. It's the first trader that showed up. Just wanted to show the interface and kind of how it works, though. And what'll happen is this is a separate trader, Clavar. Or no, Clavar's my guy. When this trader shows up, if you click on the trading house, we now have 2 traders, so there's a tab for each. So we've got Beldar the Peddler, and we've got Andar Plains Rider. So he has a different set of buy-sell opportunities. He'll buy baskets. Yeah, let's sell him some baskets. So 10 gold each, sure. Oh, I have no baskets actually in stock here at the moment. This is the global stock. I need it to be here, so I need to actually designate somebody to bring baskets to the trader. How many do I have globally? 13. Fine. Send 6. If we unpause, one of the workers will be tasked to haul the baskets over. 0 currently, 6 pending. Now they're en route because 6 got taken out of global storage and they're on the way. And they have arrived. So now I can sell them 6 baskets. Minus 6 baskets, plus 60 gold. And we now have gold in the trader stock. We're going to transfer that to my global storage. And again, it'll disappear from here and momentarily and appear over there. Alright, we'll pay that more attention to that later. But yeah, that interface problem bugs me. They should always, hopefully they fix this like very first, because it's the one thing that really annoys me, because I really need to play at a higher UI setting, both for just my own comfort, and as well because when people are watching these streams on mobile devices, don't have a big monitor to look at, they need the text to be larger to be able to see what's going on and be able to read the text. But it should always cap these windows in this top right-hand corner. The top right corner of the window should never go above this little point right here in the top right corner, just below the gear icon. It should always use that as a starting point and then spread the window down and to the left as far as it needs to. And if it goes off the bottom of the screen, fine. Just put scroll bars on any window that's going to do that, and you're good to go. But right now, these windows are haphazard, so half the time they're off the screen to the right, they're off the screen above, off the screen below. And if they're off the screen above, you can't grab the window to move it to be able to see the info. So it's my one and only real beef with the interface so far. Everything else is pretty niggly, but that one's really annoying. Yeah, I just can't believe they think that 1.0 interface setting is is what everybody would be comfortable with as the default. That boggles me. That just seems so small. Oh, so we have the gold. Oh, crap. I didn't notice that we need clay in order to build the school. Well, that's a problem. They're going to warn me about that here pretty quick. No, I'm not going to show 0.5. All right. Well, we have clay. We have clay right here. Right next to my housing. Have we unlocked clay mine? Resources. We have not unlocked the clay mine or the clay pit yet. We need to get the wagon shop set up. We can do that. We can do a wagon shop. So that's what? Storage? Wagon shop. We'll put it in over here. Alright, we're out of planks, we're out of stone. I don't think I have much stone being harvested right now. I got none over in the area I'm currently chopping. Let's get this one designated. Yeah, I have to go farther and farther away to find some stone. So, my other field is almost ready to be set up. Alright, we're going to start the same plan basically, so just maintenance the rest of this cycle, maintenance clover for the next year's cycle. We got to bring the weed level and the rockiness level down. Not as much rockiness in this particular plot. Then we'll worry about actual crop growth after that. This one, we're getting close. So we're at the end of that one. This was the first one that I set up, so we can cancel this one now. Next year, so we got the weeds and the rockiness down with the work we've done. We're going to have an increase in fertility. I think I'm going to do one more maintenance in this, and then let's pick some actual crops. And again, if you can see, the interface put the information window, popped it up above the viewable area. Can't stand that kind of stuff. That's just basic UI stuff. Don't do that. I mean, I can drag this down, then I can click, and we can mostly see everything now. So we're gonna have, this is kind of middle of the year temperature range, so heat tolerance, frost tolerance, heat tolerance would be good. Let's just plot in some beans, keep it simple. I don't think we can fit anything else. Yeah, we can't. So yeah, we'll just do beans, one crop of beans next year. And then the year after that, I'm going to wait again until I see what the numbers look like. Eventually we'll work into I'll just set a 3-year cycle, and I won't need to do much with it. Uh-oh. It's the plank problem again. Let's get back up to 4 Sawyers. Still okay on firewood, even though I've got them completely turned off. I'm going to turn the trader off. I don't need a trader right now. And other than that, we're still almost a year ahead on food, so we got no food problems. Let's bring in one of the foragers. One of the fishermen. I think we'll be fine with our food supplies. That'll get more people into the labor pool. We'll get some more resources stockpiled. One stand of trees left, huh? So the traders have left. They're on the road again. I think they only show up once a year. I think they show up once a year in springtime and stay till late summer and then leave. They're here a couple of months. I'm not sure if you can get more than one session of traders per year. You can overfish an area. I know that. I believe you can overhunt an area. I think there's like a natural regen rate for the herd animals and the prey animals. And you can hunt them out and they'll disappear. I believe. Excellent source of meat, hides, and tallow. They're timid animals, will move away from areas with a consistent human presence. Yields 7 dough. So I think you can hunt it down. It only has a certain amount available. So dropping more and more and more hunters in a space will not yield you necessarily continuously increasing amounts of food. It's capped, basically. I don't know if it'll disappear entirely. And they may disappear just because I'm getting pretty close with my buildings and stuff. I haven't played enough yet to find that kind of thing out. Hey, they finished that road eventually. Look at that. Fancy. How about this? I only got 26 stone currently. Yeah, I need to get some serious stone harvesting action. We're going to run out of stone in the near area pretty quickly. I think I am going to have to set up some remote harvesting opportunities. Alright, so there's one. Get rid of that. Got a few over here. Actually, let's do it this way. Do it the faster way. Harvest resources. Stone. Harvest away. Got a few there. A few there. A few there. I don't think there's much over here. Yeah, don't do those. Yeah, alright. That's it. Yeah, we'll do a work camp. Don't worry. I'm going to send one for sure down this way. We got a couple of clay areas and a bunch of other resources. We'll run a road down and we'll set up a remote work camp out here so I can see how that works. I'm just kind of concentrating on other things for a bit. Did we get that building up? We did. Building has room for workers. Oh, that was my trader. That's not the building I'm asking about. What the hell did I just build? I built something in order to build something. Not you. Was it the wagon shop? I think it was the wagon shop. So, transport wagon. Wood planks. Storage is empty. Nothing's been produced yet. Well, that's largely because we don't have any planks. All the planks are being sent elsewhere. I think I might have jumped the gun on getting a school up. Whatever it was. We got it unlocked. So clay pit. Tell me it does not. Hey, look at that. Nice and bright. Tell me it doesn't impact. I assume I have to be on the clay pit. Doesn't show me like a amount that I'm going to get or anything like that. If I click on it, 1142 clay. Yeah, let's see what happens. Not much in the middle of winter. Well, I know there's a well there. I don't think it's... I mean, I can't cover the entire graphical space of the pit, no matter where I put the building, I don't think. Possibly it needs to be moved over. I don't know. We'll find out. We're going to build it where I told it to, and if it doesn't work, we'll relocate a well. Education. If we click on our school, that won't help. If we go to the school option here in amenities, it talks about, oops, not that. Provides an education which boosts work rate for villagers, and some professions require educated workers. So you get a work rate boost for being educated by a school for basic people. And then having the educated flag will unlock professions that you're allowed to go into. I don't quite have what I need to actually get that school built. I think I'm going to cancel it. Give me my resources back. It's a little early to get that going. Oh yeah, the pub. That's the other one I made. Building info. Pub. The publican serves beer to thirsty villagers in need of a good libation. Pubs provide entertainment and generate tax revenue based on beer sold. While beer and socialization at the pub can boost villager happiness, very unhappy villagers who drink too much can become violent. Tools are needed to work efficiently at this building. Alright, so items produced, huh? But it doesn't... They don't require anything to make? We have Clavar working the joint. Storage is empty. Details are not doing much for me. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I was wondering if I had to make the beer somewhere else and bring it here, but it says items produced, so it's not like there's a production information in here for me, so I think we'll just wait. It's a pretty recent building. I'm going to have to turn this back on. I'm going to have to turn the firework back, or the firewood splitter back on. I don't care. Put anybody in here. New Year. How am... all better. Yeah, I still don't get this building. I don't know what it's doing. Well, is he not? Oh, he wasn't quite there yet. There's two traders there. Oh, I have no trader present. I turned off the... Alright. Hey, nobody ever took the gold away. Whatever. He'll buy shoes. So annoying. He'll buy stone blocks. Ooh. I just spent a bunch of time getting those stone blocks, though. Nobody's selling... is beer even a thing? Is beer something that's transportable and tradable? Yep, there's beer. Huh. I'm assuming I need to set a brewery up. It seems weird that you can build a pub. I think I still get a desirability bonus because of the pub itself, but I don't think I can do... I think beer has to be brewed somewhere from crops and such, and then you can have it available. That's my guess. All right, I'm still not too worried about this whole trading stuff. We got other things for me to learn and pay attention to. I'm pretty sure we make beer. We go look at, what, resources, furniture, yep, brewery. That's what I assumed. Uses firewood, water, honey, and wheat. So you got to be growing wheat in your field. You got to have an apiary up to get the honey. And, you know, firewood and water. And you can brew up some beer to be stocked at pubs for villager consumption. Okie doke. Glass maker. Like I said, it's going to get complicated. It's going to be a lot of stuff. Scurvy. Hey, scurvy. Yeah, I don't know if I've got... I turned off my gathering, didn't I? I dialed my gathering down. So, let's get the forager job back in play here. Mostly vegetables and protein. Cured of scurvy. A lot of willow bushes over here. Not sure how if my Cooper needs more willow bushes or not. All right, shelter stocking. The fields are going. So we're waiting for our. Oh, we're right here. We're in a maintenance period on this one. Time to get rid of these. I'll have to set up some real crop growing plans. And we're in our maintenance cycles here to bring these down. So, not much to pay attention to up there for the rest of this year. Oh, clay mine. All right, clay mine. What is this thing saying? Clay pit. Built on top of a clay deposit, the clay pit allows laborers to gather clay. Tools are needed to work efficiently at this building. So we got Eelwolf and Guirin. Eelwolf has tools. Where are you? I assume you do also, Guirin. You do? Available resources 1142. Storage is empty. 0 provided. So they're coming in to gather. They're gathering ore, gathering ore. I'm waiting to see this number go down. Wandering, unable to work. I gotta get some other stuff set up. Still hasn't dropped. Alright, what are we gonna have these guys do? I got a lot of buildings I could put up. I need to keep cutting planks, which we're working on. Which crop sells for the most? I can't answer that question. I don't have the faintest idea. This is about as far as I got in my game yesterday as well, progression-wise. So that's the only time I've played. Played once yesterday on Twitch, and I've gotten to about the same point as I was there. So I have not really gotten into actually examining crops, watching traders' values, all that kind of stuff. And I'm pretty annoyed at the trader interface window. I could get workers started on 2 more fields, getting 2 more fields set up. Oh yeah, we got our nice gates. Got our fencing. Did it build this middle gate right? Can't really tell. I got so much vegetation along here. It looks like it did. And it's internal anyway. Oops. Oh, that's what I forgot. I did a fencing on the inside of the inside. So I didn't need this fencing. And I left a gap. Alright, that's fine. Simple mistake. No big deal. Did the same thing here, apparently. Oh no, this comes with the farm plot. That wasn't me. That wasn't me making a mistake. That's the farm plot does that automatically. So, yeah, I did it right. Alright, so yeah, I got 2 more fields, or I could do a 3rd one in the little better over here. But I'm going to see these in action and see how our food supplies do before I get too exotic with more fields and all that. So yeah, I'm not sure just exactly where and how I want to expand from here. We had a first rough year, but we managed to come back. We survived it and came back pretty good. We're in pretty good shape right now, I think. We got a few unlocks to get accomplished, but we're going to be... I want to actually watch this. I'm going to let time pass just so I can see how long this takes. Oh, yeah, 1. Storage 2. Where did I get a free clay? I got a free clay from somewhere. Taking 2 guys to mine clay that slowly? That is a nasty process. How do you make this more efficient? Jeez, we got 4 more slots in here? Alright. Hey workers. Let's dial down the builders, and let's get a bunch of people digging clay. Miners. Oh, can't increase it. 2 out of 2. How do I increase that? Slot disabled. Must be an upgrade requirement. I'm guessing. Oh no! Well, somebody's in the hospital already? Festering wounds. Villager stricken with festering wounds. That must be separate from the raiders. Stricken with festering wounds. Certain professions. Wonder what her profession is. Became infected. We still don't have a healer. So we're probably going to lose... We're probably going to lose Mathana. Really? My forager got festering wounds? Oh, she got hit by the raiders. Yeah, we're getting raided. There she is right there. She got shot or stabbed or something, and they had dirty weapons. Now she's infected. Alright, this is my first raid. I think it's going to go horribly, and they're going to steal a bunch of my stuff and possibly kill a bunch of people. I have no idea what to do in this circumstance, other than maybe gather people up and try to fight them. I don't know if it's better to fight them or just let them do their thing. We got thieves, 3 thieves, and 2 brawlers. No defenses. I wonder if they go for certain buildings, or are they going to go for like my trading post or my... Oh, toggle to garrison villagers. Alright, sure, do that. Raiders are attacking. A building is getting attacked. Alright, they knock down buildings, do they? Everybody's running. Traders are running. Yep, they're going after my trading post. I had some gold in there. Yep, there's my 60 gold. 60 gold is being absconded with. Who's shooting? My hunters are doing some shooting. We might actually kill one. Maybe. If we're lucky. They're moving pretty fast, but their hit points are pretty low. I think they'll get out of range of this fairly quickly, unfortunately. But almost dead. We might get one of these guys. Yep, there's one of the pals. Come on, come on, get that other raider. Oh, no, don't retreat. Kill that one. Kill the thief. I don't think she's going to be able to. Yep, too late. Alright, they got one of my stacks of gold. No, come on back. That was interesting. So we lost some gold. They did damage to a building, and the festering wounds is probably going to kill somebody. Oh, we still have the scurvy going on? Oh, now we have typhoid and scurvy. Lovely. Am I making enough money now per month to afford the healer? I am not. Not even close. We're not making any money on the pub. Pub is bringing in nothing because we have no beer. Guess I might have to plan on getting enough money, enough income from the traders, just selling some stuff to them to get the healer up, keep the healer going. Eight months of food storage, maxed out housing capacity. All right. I think this is where I'm going to stop for the evening. We hit about, oh crap, what time is it? My timer on my streaming software is apparently frozen. I don't have any idea. 5 o'clock now? Yeah, I think it's been 3 hours. Yeah, let's put a stop in right here. This is a good spot. So we basically unlocked the next tier. We had our first bandit raid. It was interesting. I could see how you need to do certain things. They went for my trading supply post where I had some cash sitting around, not guarded. Perfectly acceptable. We got a little bit of our cash back when we killed one of the raiders, but a couple more hunters out and about would have been helpful. Then we'll probably need to focus on at least getting a tower up somewhere that we can... if I keep my money and everything in the center of town here, I think just a couple of towers in the outer perimeters would probably help against these early bandits. So... that's what we shall do. Let's put a save in. This one will be Waffle Socket. Yeah, we'll just say Waffle Socket 1. And out to the main menu. Confirm. All right. Well, that's going to be it for me for now, folks. Thanks for watching, hanging out for some Farthest Frontier. It's pretty cool. I got a few niggles. Some funny stuff's happening, and I'm not fond of that interface scaling window issue, but beyond that, it looks pretty cool. You can blaze through the early parts of the game, which will be what you're going to repeat a lot fairly easily once you get the basics down and you keep it on speed 3. Plus the variability of terrain options and all that will keep that open to new experiences, I think, and new challenges. But yeah, man, it really opens up when you hit that first town center upgrade and you get so many buildings thrown at you. A lot of it looks like just plop a building down and you satisfy the need type of thing. And I haven't seen too many circumstances, desirability being the only one really of note, where placement is super important. Just keep those negative desirability industries off by themselves somewhere and plop down the positives near your big housing area. That's really the only thing kind of building radius wise that I've seen that's been an issue so far, but we got a lot of buildings to go. And a lot of things to learn still. So we'll definitely return. But let me know, as always, in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. Give me your thoughts and your feelings if you want to see me play some more Farthest Frontier a little further in. I'd be happy to do so, but it does depend a bit, of course, on not just my enjoyment of the game, but your guys' interest level in watching me play it. And guiding me through it if you're already experts at it. So let me know. But hope to see you next time. Till then, stay safe out there.